Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome into game number 1 in the NBA Finals tonight, as the New York Knicks, for the first time since 1999, the first time in 27 years, make their NBA Finals appearance, going up against the San Antonio Spurs. First appearance in the NBA Finals since 2014, and both of these teams in a rematch against one another from 27 years ago in the 99 NBA Finals series, where the Spurs won in 5 over the Knicks. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to be on back. Glad to have you guys back in the stream tonight here for this one. Frostbank Center, San Antonio, Texas. Game 1 of this series going on tonight. And it's been a while since these two teams have been in the finals. 1999, 27 years for the Knicks, their 9th NBA Finals appearance, as they made Doritos back in the 50s, and then Doritos in the 70s, most recently 1994 and 1999. 2 championships, have to go back 53 years to the last title for the Knicks. That was back in 1973, also won their first chip in 1970. San Antonio, first ever NBA Finals appearance in 12 years since 2014. It's their 7th Finals appearance as a franchise. Made their first appearance back in 1999, and then 5 appearances winning the 2000s decade: 2003, 2005, 2007, 2013, 2014, and they've had some pretty good success in the NBA Finals. 5-1 record in final series. Last finals victory coming back in 2014 for a championship, and the only time they lost was in 2013. They've won 5 championships, winning a 27-year span, which they won their first against the Knicks back in 1999, the last time that these two teams met up in the finals against one another. What's good? We got Ray in the stream, Daniel, Bent Needle, Jay Ramirez, glad to have you back in. Yeah, that was incredible. Wow, so last stream, second highest rated since 2021. Wow. Yeah, I think that was game 7 of last year. Pacers Thunder in the NBA Finals had more viewers. I think like 120K or something. But yeah, that had like 93K during the last stream. Just insane, that game 7 between the Spurs and Thunder on Saturday. Roki, welcome back in. You got Dane in the stream, Mr. Hector, glad to have you guys back on board. A lot of people going for the Spurs early in the poll right now, 76-24. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. What a matchup we got here in the finals. And I think a lot's going to depend on the matchup between Wemby and Cats. And a lot going into foul trouble in this matchup here throughout the course of the series. So where there's been an issue has been the foul trouble for Cat in the 2 games against San Antonio. He picked up 10 fouls. He had 6 fouls in the 2-point loss in the first meeting on New Year's Eve, and then he had 4 personal fouls in the second meeting. So I think it depends on that. If Cat plays really well, then Knicks are going to win this series, because he's able to stretch Wemby out to the perimeter. That's going to allow the other guys to operate inside and take Wemby out to defend them out on the perimeter. He's just got such a quick release to his 3-point shooting as well for him. But if Cat does get into foul trouble, then it's very limited then what's going to happen. A lot of people keep on saying Mitchell Robinson, he's going to be the big-time stopper in this series. He's just limited for him. Like, he's basically like a Rudy Gobert, but less defensively for him, but basically skill set offensively, plus being a well worse free throw shooter for him. But in terms of a lob threat, that's basically what he is. So if there is some front court foul trouble for the Knicks, then that's the next man up who's playing with a injured pinky finger that he got surgery on last week. And then after that, would have to turn to the bench for front court options. But yeah, San Antonio going to have to figure out how to produce without Wemby and the floor. They did exactly that in the last game. That was huge. Luke Cornett with that like game-shifting block with like 6 minutes left, denying Hardenstein. That was huge because the bench throughout most of that series was a minus, and then Game 7, the bench had 7 guys in double figures. What's good, Ron in the street? Welcome in. Yeah, so I like the Spurs in the series to win this series. I had said 5. When I wrapped up. I think very possible it could be 5. I'm thinking probably more in the 6 range for this series. So I'm liking San Antonio probably more so since I thought about it more in 6 in this series. Though honestly, I think the Knicks got a good chance to take this game tonight. I would not be shocked to see the Spurs down at the beginning of this series. They're playing a little bit of catch up. Knicks had 9 full days of rest coming into this matchup, whereas the rest has been beneficial for the team that's well rested. So the team that has 3 days of rest or greater going into the NBA Finals in Game 1 is 9-5. And since 2000, teams with at least a full week of rest are 7-2 in the past 9 meetings with teams that have 7 days of rest or greater. So that's the Knicks. Coming off this sweep against Cleveland, they had 9 days to prepare for this game, whereas San Antonio last played Saturday night for them. So just Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 full days of rest in between with this tip-off on Wednesday night tonight. What's good? We got Dane in the stream. Matrix, welcome in. Jeffrey, welcome back in. My thoughts and prayers out for you and your family, Jeffrey. Sorry to hear that coming up there on June 16th. So sorry, man. Stay, hold your head high, bud, and stay in there, man. Resty, welcome in. Go for home court. Liking the Spurs tonight in this one. Yeah, so much colors in the stands. They got different sections, different t-shirts. Orange, like an aqua green, pink, like the Pura Vida San Antonio colors. That's pretty cool how they coordinate that by color for their sections. This Knicks team is just an offensive machine. Yeah, the big question that we're finally going to be seeing in this series, because what it's looked like this year, the West has been by far superior over the East. Yeah, somebody had a take online, and I agree with it so much that the regular season doesn't mean that much anymore. Like, basically, you're going to win enough games to make it to the playoffs, but look what happened in the regular season. Philadelphia was the 7 seed, beat the Celtics, the 2 seed, and then the Magic, the 8 seed, took Detroit into 7. So, yeah, it really didn't matter what the seeds were, and the Knicks came out of the East as the 3 seed for them. Like, it's all about playoff basketball, and that's where these players rise up or players crumble. And right now, Victor Wembanyama on the biggest stage, 22 years old, just insane, with the opportunity to prove it to the world that he's going to be owning the NBA for like the next decade. So in this game tonight, I'm actually going to pick the Knicks to win this game. But in the series, I like the Spurs in 6 in the series. And honestly, would not be shocked if the Spurs get down early in this series and trail like 0-1, 1-2, and get down early throughout the course of the series, but then bounce back. We've seen quite a bit of teams, couple of teams this decade trail 0-2, come back and win in 6. Milwaukee was down to 0-2 against the Suns, came back and won in 6. And then, yeah, Celtics were up 2-0 in 2023, and then Golden State came back and won in 6 in that series. Yeah, really good trade there that they got A.J. Brown. Deep ball threats. They got him for like a couple picks, and that's the team they rooted for growing up. That's going to be a huge connection. Drake May with a cannon of an arm connecting with A.J. Brown. A lot of young wide receivers. If they double A.J., it's going to open up the field for like the younger guys, Pop Douglas, Kayshon Boutte, Hunter Henry. Just huge there that they get a deep threat. Also, they got Romeo Dobbs back in the offseason, too. Yeah, both of these teams are even against one another in regular season. So 1-1 in the regular season. I was kind of shocked by the score by both of these teams. Spurs won the first game in a shootout, 134-132 on December 31st. Knicks won game 2. They dominated San Antonio, 114-89. And that first win that the Spurs won by 2, they came back from 19 points down in that game. I was looking at the box scores, like, what in the world is this box score here that we got? It's like a bunch of like role players that went off for both teams throughout the regular season. Julian Champagnie, he had 36 points. So he had 36 points career high, drilled 11 threes, a career high, in the first meeting back on New Year's Eve. And then Wemby, he had 31 and 13 for points and rebounds, plus 17. Brunson finished with 29. Game 2, Spurs struggled with the turnovers. They had 22 turnovers, 14 by the Knicks. Knicks dominated the boards, 54-41. And Mikal Bridges went off. He had 25. Brunson, 24. Wemby finished with 25-13, but he was a minus 15 in that second game. The Spurs got locked up in Game 2 on March 1st against New York at MSG. What's good, Jade in the stream? Welcome in. Anastasia, thanks for joining in. Yes, I got confident Celtics going to make some good trades in the offseason. I'm hoping that Jaylen Brown stays. Like, there's been a bunch of rumors with Jaylen Brown going elsewhere and getting very concerned right now about that. Delta Force, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Looking like he's going to be tuning in tonight, watching this one on mute. Glad to have you back in on the stream here. We got Bradley back in. Glad to have you back in, bud, for this one. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Going to be tipping off at around 10 minutes from now. Spurs come in 4.5-point favorites in the line. New York Knicks, buzzsaw through the brackets. They started off at 1-2. They've won 11 straight games in a row for New York, tied for the third most wins in a row in a single playoff run in NBA history. So that is behind Golden State, who had 15 consecutive wins in 2017. And then San Antonio in the 1999 championship run, they had 12 straight victories for the Spurs. Right now, the Knicks have ripped off 11 straight wins. They haven't lost since April 28th for New York. And just all-out dominant for them. They started off 1-2 in the playoffs, both losses to the Hawks by 1 point each, and they just shot the cover off the ball. Number 1 in scoring, 120 points per game. Number 1 in fewest points allowed. Number 1 in field goal shooting efficiency, three-point shooting efficiency, assists per game, and point differential basically historic at 19.3 in point differential. Bradley like the Spurs tonight, taking game 1, 115-109. So looks like same starters as the last game for San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio's come a long way since they played against the Knicks. Knicks going with Brunson, Bridges, Hart, OG, and Cat tonight. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama, starting 5. Yeah, I saw that. They scheduled out PC Syracuse at the Garden. Few meetings this season between these two teams. 134-132. Spurs won by 2 on December 31st. Just quite a game. Like, Julian Champagnie drilled 11 threes, finished with a career-high 36 points. I believe that was an individual player franchise record, too, with 11 threes. What a game Julian Champagnie had in that Game 7. Finished with 20 points, 6 made threes, and he had started off his career elsewhere. So he had played at Philadelphia before getting acquired by San Antonio. So Philadelphia first had Julian Champagnie back in like 2022-23. He played 2 games as a Sixer. And then he got cut by Philadelphia, so the Sixers could acquire Mac McClung for the slam dunk contest back in 2023. And then in the Game 7, Julian Champagnie goes off, drills 6 threes in his key player to lead his team to victory. Yeah, I saw that. Very sad, Jeffrey. Wow, Red Sox up. Thanks for the update there, man. Yeah, these young guys have come a long way. This is the second youngest starting lineup to go to the finals. Stephon Castle had 5 points in the first meeting against the Knicks, and they still put up 134 points. Harrison Barnes during that matchup was a starter, so they were without Devin Vassell. Yeah, they were missing Devin Vassell in that game for San Antonio, and they still won. Dylan Harper had just 2 points in 16 minutes. He has come a long way. And then for the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson dropped down 20 in that game. He fouled out. He picked up 6 fouls. Cat fouled out, finished with 20 in that first meeting. Just, I was looking at the box score between these two teams to see how they fared against one another. It was just interesting. And then the second meeting, March 1st, New York dominated San Antonio 114-89. Minimal impact by the bench guys for San Antonio. Dylan Harper had just 8 points. Dylan Harper's come a long way, big time for him throughout the course of the playoffs. So he's going to be an impact player going into this series. And yeah, Fox had just 7 points in that matchup. Champagny had just 3 attempted 4 shots. And then for the Knicks, Muhammad Diawara scored 14 off the bench. So they had a role player going off the bench in the last game. Oh, that's insane. I like the Spurs bench. Yeah, Spurs bench has really come a long way, though. Don't sleep on Landry Shamet. Like, he had a huge series against the Cavs. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, tip it off at around 6 minutes from now. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here, Spurs or Knicks. Just a lot of young guys on this San Antonio team that just put pressure at the rim. Like, they come at you in waves. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Champagny, a 3-point specialist. Absolute force for Wemby. That's going to be the difference in the series. Is it all depends on how Wemby plays, and then after that, the energy guys behind him, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle. And then the matchup between Wemby and Cat, that's going to be an interesting one to watch, because if there's foul trouble that does happen, it could very well pave the course of the series, depending on who picks up the foul trouble. Yeah, the issue for Cat throughout the playoffs has been foul trouble. He's averaging like 3.8 fouls per game in the playoffs. That number's up from the regular season. He had fouled out in the first meeting against the Spurs, and then the second meeting picked up 4 fouls. So he needs to stay on the floor, because after that, just completely changes between a big man that can stretch out the floor, pop up for a quick 3, with what Cat does, and then after that, Mitchell Robinson, who's basically like only good for the dunker spot for him. And that's where Wemby is just going to pull Mitchell Robinson outside when the Spurs get into their offense, and Wemby is going to stretch the floor. So it's going to look like Rudy Gobert playing out there if that is a matchup, if Mitchell Robinson does have to defend Wemby. What's good, Rydog? Welcome back in. Dell, thanks for joining in, man. Getting ready to go underway. Couple moments from now, game 1 of the finals. Spurs tonight, 4.5-point favorites. Yeah, that'd be incredible, man. I'm hoping we get quite a bit of games in this series. Yeah, usually we have. Like, a lot of the past playoff series matchups have been pretty solid. I think the last time there was a sweep, it was was over a decade ago, I think, like 2017. It's been a lot of 5-game series matchups. Yeah, 2023, 2024. It was a 5-game series finals. I think early part of the decade we had quite a bit of 6-game series finals. Hey, what's good? We got Jimbo back in the stream. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool someday if that did happen. I was actually recording the new commercial with them today, so that new commercial is up now and running. Yep, I definitely want a good series too. Nothing uh, that would drive viewers away like the Super Bowl that we had. If there's games like that, that would not be a good series. We should be able to generate one. San Antonio is coming off of Game 7. This Knicks team has been so good recently in the playoffs, though. They get the easier pathway, where San Antonio went through the defending champs. First finals stream for Naja player since the Celtics run in 2024. First time you found me. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That was over 2 years ago. So that series was a sweep, but every single one of those games was like close. Our arena right now in darkness as they get the national anthem currently going on. Yeah, if there is a game 7, I'm actually going up to New Hampshire on the 19th, so I'm probably going to see if I can go get a hotspot for my library so I can stream up there if for some reason there is a game 7. I don't think I've done a stream in the finals from New Hampshire since the bubble in 2020. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is that we go through antenna up in New Hampshire. If it's downpouring rain, the station's like 65, 70 miles away in Maine. So sometimes it comes in choppy. We only get like 4 stations up there because we're kind of like blocked by mountains where we are. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. Really appreciate the new phone. Delta Force liking the Knicks tonight, 104-97. They get the NBA Finals trophy out on center court. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns starting 5 tonight for the New York Knicks. I love these pregame introductions. Yeah, NBC always does a great job on the pregame introductions, and ABC for the finals. Got the whole big screen up right now. They get the whole video feed going on in Frostbank Center. Introducing the starting 5. Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Stephon Castle, Julian Champagnie. Got 80 plus people watching right now in the pregame. Gonna tip off in like a minute or two from now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Wow, they put like a big NBA Finals trophy out at midcourt before the start of this game, so they're gonna have to wheel that away. Knicks in 7. What's good for Alan? Thanks for joining back in, man. I'm gonna go Spurs in 6 in this series. I think the Knicks can take this one tonight. They got a lot of rest coming into this game. Nevertheless, I think it's going to be a really good series, no matter who wins. You got 22-year-old alien, 7'5", just dominating the league, about to like own the league for the next decade plus. And then the other side, you have just such a consistent unit with the Knicks, with a group of guys that have gotten better and better every single year. They've constructed the roster terrifically, and they've got a group of guys that won national championships playing with one another at Villanova before getting to the NBA. This Spurs team, the second youngest team to reach the NBA Finals, average age of 25 years old. Wemby at 22 and Stephon Castle age 21. First team to reach the Finals with the top 2 scorers age 22 or younger. Spurs tonight, black jerseys, white numbers, white letters. Getting ready to tip off on their home floor tonight for Game 1, 2026 NBA Finals. Always a pleasure each and every single year to be covering these games for you guys. And I think a lot rides in the back of Victor Wembanyama. What type of energy he brings out to start off this series very well could dictate. If he has a great game, they're going to go far. And they're going to win these games. But if Wemby struggles and has a tough time, like he did in a couple of those games in the previous series against the Thunder, then the Knicks are going to get those matchups. New York tonight, white jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters, dark blue outline for tonight's matchup. Jalen Brunson, big time clutch for Brunson. If you're San Antonio, you better start to build up a big lead, because it doesn't matter how big you're up. Jalen Brunson is going to make you pay. Scott Foster, one of the officials tonight, 19th NBA Finals. Also known as the series extender. They got him known in Game 1 tonight and not in a Game 5 for Scott Foster. Scott Foster about to let go of this ball to have it tipped off. Right to left on the floor for the Spurs. Left to right for the Knicks, and the Knicks control the opening tip. First possession for New York. Josh Hart past the timeline. At the wing of the perimeter, takes on Champagnie. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Far side corner, slides it on top. Brunson tees up the 3 and buries it from downtown. 3-zip Knicks with Jalen Brunson with a red-hot start. Opening possession now for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox at the top. Working on OG Anunoby. At the right wing perimeter for Fox. Into the hands to Wemby. Guarded on the outside by Cat. Wemby drives on Cat. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. It's pure. Knocks it down. Good for 2 by Victor Wembanyama. Possession number 2 now for New York. New York leading the playoffs, shooting 51% from the floor, 40% from 3. Josh Hart. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Cat at the mid-block taking on Wemby. Swings it cross-court off to Bridges. Bridges off the double team. A hand off to Brunson. Brunson dribbles up. Sneaks his way down inside the low block. Altered by Wemby off the glass. Josh Hart collects the offensive rebound. A kick out. Corner 3. OG buries the 3. 3 points off the second chancer. Off the offensive rebound by Josh Hart. The kick, the corner 3 by Anunoby. 6-2 now for the Knicks. As we're through the first minute and 20 seconds of action, Wemby up fake, drives on Cat, back to the perimeter. Wemby Spin cycle inside. The key goes up. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound halted by Champagnie. On top of three. Straight away. No good. Skipped around the rim. But out. Offensive rebound. Could have put it back a bit and in as Castle missed off the glass too long. Here goes the Knicks up the floor pushing tempo. Katz pulls up from deep and missed it short to rebound. Controlled by Champagnie. Spurs down by 4 with possession. Wembanyama. At the top, dribbles up, spin cycle lost it, deflected by OG, stolen away. They got numbers 3-on-2 up the floor. Bridges, bounce pass, OG underneath, puts it up and scores, up and off the backboard. Great start right now for the Knicks, spacing out the floor perfectly. 8-2 for New York. Fox with possession, drives, gets past OG, bounce pass, backdoor cutter to the hole. Castle goes up, stripped, got it back outside Wemby. His pass broken up, Vassell able to track it down. 5 of the shot clock, down the middle, Wemby, a step back jumper, contested by Cat, off the back rim, no good, a rebound secured by Hart. New York looking like a machine to start off this game. Pull-up jumper, had a great look, couldn't send it down, was Bridges, and the rebound halted by Champagnie. Spurs have it up the floor. Fox tees up a 3. Fox off the back rim, no good. Tipped off the back iron, drops in. Good for 2 by Vassell. 8-4 now. Attacking the paint, Hart to the corner. Bridges slides it on top into the hands to Katz. Far side corner goes with OG. OG working on Champagnie. Bounce pass, Cat bobbled it, got it back off the double team, deflected by Wemby. Cat able to find it into the right place, right hands. Josh Hart, full layup line, head full of steam to the rim, scores the 2. Too easy right there for Josh Hart. The Spurs almost came up with a steal, couldn't do so, and couldn't get their defense reset. Just a machine right now for the Knicks coming out firing to begin this game. Wemby, handoff, Fox, step back 3, off the rim, a short, tipped around. The rebound goes to Hart. Siegel, what's good? Welcome back in. Dennis, Michael, glad to have you back in on the stream. A huge rejection by Wembanyama underneath as he denies Josh Hart. Castle on top, finds Wemby, pull up from deep, buries the triple. Victor Wembanyama, defense, going right into offense right there with a block in the made 3. 3-point game currently, past the timeline. Jalen Brunson into the hands to Bridges. Bridges dribbles up to the elbow. Out to the corner, finds Hart, baseline dribble, cross court connects with OG. Ball movement just so crisp right now for the Knicks to begin tonight. Brunson towards his right. Brunson tees up the 3, blocked by Champagnie. It's a shot clock violation on the Knicks. Julian Champagnie coming up big there. And both of these teams playing 4+ minutes of basketball constantly, and finally had the first whistle of the night. Spurs with possession. Castle dribbles up to the wing, drives inside the key, cross court connects with Fox, tees up the open 3 off the back rim, no good. The rebound goes off the Hart. Just not able to find those shots. San Antonio, a couple misses that they've had great looks from 3. Fox is 0 for 3 to start off tonight from the perimeter. Cat, head full of steam, right to the rim, drives past Wemby to the cup and scores over Vassell. Drew for 2. Timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. 12-7, the Knicks on fire to start off this game tonight. Red hot to begin the NBA Finals, and they are shooting a clinic from the floor. Doesn't feel like they're just 5 for 10. Seems like a whole lot more. 5 for 10 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3. And that ball is popping, the ball is moving. 4 assists and 5 made field goals. The Spurs struggling to knock down their shots. 3 for 11, 27%, 1 for 5 from 3. To begin tonight, so we have the first timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. Be back after this quick break. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What's good? We got Morin, glad to have you back in. We got Cynthia, welcome in, taking the Knicks tonight. And Sadal Bay looking for the Spurs tonight in this game. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Knicks or Spurs. on the first time out. Man, Knicks look like a machine to start off this game. They're just moving the ball so well. The spacing is perfect. Everything's moving fast. They're whipping it around cross court, connecting with one another. Just so much chemistry there for the Knicks. Huge start for New York because usually they're a slower start team and then they get the wheels going like in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. And right now, everything clicking for them. Not a good start for the Spurs, especially their -5 with Wemby being a -5 because he has been a huge plus all throughout the course of the series. And once he substitutes out, that is where the minus goes to usually with like Luke Cornett and the other guys off the bench just can't keep up with what Wemby does. So not the start that they had hoped for to begin tonight. They're making it tough for Wemby. Cat holding his own, forcing Wemby to take some tough contested shots. San Antonio tonight's the home team. So San Antonio, home team for games 1 and 2, and then New York, home team for games 3 and 4. Hey, what's good, Siegel? Glad to have you back in. Wow, Siegel going for the Knicks, it looks like. Josh Hart, 4 rebounds so far. Had a massive offensive rebound leading to a corner 3 by OG. OG with 5 points, 3 by Brunson, 2 each by Cat and Hart. Cat with 2 assists. Game's going by fast so far. 7:23 left to go in the first. As we get back to action, Spurs with possession. Left wing perimeter into the hands to Stephon Castle. Castle dribbles up. Inside the key. Castle kick out corner. Intercepted though by Bridges. Up the floor back to Hart. On top, Cat works his way on Wendy. Gets past him off the dribble. Cat head full of steam. Right to the rim. Scores. Left hand layup. Good for 2 by Cat. Wow, Wemby just got completely beat off the dribble there. First time in the court tonight for Dylan Harper for San Antonio. Harper moves it off to Vassell. Lob goes to Wemby. Wemby backs his way, works in the heart at the low block. Wemby outside on top, finds Castle, tees up the 3 off the back rim, no good. The shots just not getting there so far for San Antonio, though. Loose ball foul charge to the Knicks. And an offensive foul away from the ball, charge to Keldon Johnson. Cat attacking. Cat no good. Missed a shot. A rebound secured by Vassell. Castle up the floor. He finds Harper. Harper driving on Brunson to the elbow. Had a poke loose. Lost it. It's gonna be a reach and fall charge to Josh Hart here, they say. So this is going to lead to an inbound for San Antonio. Castle receives it, drives on Landry Shamet, puts it a shot, mid-range error, got the 2. 5-point game right now. That's a strong drive by Castle off that chest bump right over the top, working on Shamet. Top of the key, Hart takes the three off the back room, no good. A rebound secured by Wemby. Wembanyama up the floor finds Keldon Johnson. Johnson attacks downhill, right over Brunson, no good. Missed it. Off glass, a rebound secured by Hart. Josh Hart already 4 rebounds to begin tonight. Shamitz, push pass corner, Bridges. Floating on top, Hart. Brunson bounce pass off the Cat. Cat working off the double team between Wemby and Johnson. Fires it down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by Harper. Outside, Johnson fires the bullet down low. Up fake, Castle couldn't score. Off the glass, no good. Drew the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Stephon Castle. And Josh Hart, he has to be careful. If that's on him, that's his second personal. Yeah, Stephon Castle with position. Working on Hart and Bridges. I believe that's going to be number 2. Charged to Josh Hart now for personal fouls. First shot. Got the bounce. Good by Castle. Yeah, that's now 2 personal fouls, both on Josh Hart for the Knicks. So OG Anunoby checks right back in. Josh Hart will take a seat on the bench. So once again, foul trouble. That could dictate this entire series, depending on who gets into deep foul trouble. Right now, just 1 personal foul by San Antonio. That lone foul charged to Keldon Johnson. As Wemby is on the bench. Luke Kornet, first time on the floor tonight. Free throw is good. 3-point game right now, 14-11. So Josh Hart, 7 minutes, 2 points. 2 personal fouls. Been key on the glass with 5 rebounds so far. Bridges. Bounce pass into the hands to Brunson. Brunson drives, kick out corner. Finds OG. Baseline dribble works his way in Kornet. Inside the low post underneath. Outside corner. 3. Shamitz. Off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound. Hauled by Cat. Cat puts up the shot and no good. Great contest there by Luke Kornet. Spurs starting to find a rhythm in this defensive battle of an opening quarter. Kick out corner. 3. Johnson. Well off the mark. Deflected off to OG for the defensive rebound. Brunson has it up the floor. Knicks offense after starting off 5 for 10, start to cool down. Brunson, leaner, no good. Around the rim and out. Looking for the foul call, couldn't get it. As the Spurs come away with possession. Corner 3, Vassell off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Johnson and Castle collided together there in the glass, going after the same rebound, and a loose ball foul charge to San Antonio. Wow, nobody can score right now. It's a brick fest all of a sudden. 14-11. Keldon Johnson over the back foul. Just picked up his second personal. Yes, sir. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Cat, Bridges, Shamitz, and OG. Brunson at the wing crossover. Drives in Champagny inside the key. Kickoff corner. Intercepted by Harper. Out to the races. Here he goes. Trying to fly in for the slam. Gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Dylan Harper. Energy building play right there for San Antonio. And San Antonio just 1 for 8 shooting from 3. 4 for 16 from the floor. They couldn't have played worse offensively, and they're only down by 3 at the moment. Drags, welcome in. Got $500 in the Spurs. Best of luck there tonight. 2 shots at the line by Harper. First one's good. Hey, welcome back, Rissa. Glad to have you back in. Mitchell Robinson, first time in the finals, checks into the game. So Mitchell Robinson on the floor at the same time as Luke Kornet. Second free throw by Harper. It's good. So right now, Cat is on the bench. Anunoby alongside Brunson, Robinson, Miles McBride, and Landry Shamet, the 5 in the court. Brunson drives inside. Runner over the top. No good. Denied looking for Robinson. Got tipped over to the Spurs. Here goes Harper. Up the floor. Runner inside the key. Got it to go. Good for 2. Plus the foul. Dylan Harper. What a freshman rookie season he has had in the coming out party in the playoffs. Brunson tried to lob it over the top. Luke Kornet with an excellent deflection. And then Dylan Harper off the fast break took it right to the teeth of the defense. Off that floater, score it in the foul. 15-14 for the Spurs, who have been struggling. 25% shooting throughout this quarter. For them to take the lead right now without Wemby, gigantic. 16-14, 9-zip run by San Antonio with a 3+ minute span. Knicks in a scoring drought. Brunson, guarded by Harper off the double team. Cornette came along. Bounce pass OG, slid off to the wing. Shamit on top with Anunoby. OG, 6 in the timer, drives in Cornette inside the key. OG outside, finds Brunson, tees up the 3. Brunson off the rim, no good, off the hands of Robinson. Rebound went to Champagny. Here goes San Antonio with possession. Fox drives, gets past McBride, skip pass, corner 3. Harper buries a triple. Dylan Harper, bang, bang from the corner. Dylan Harper, 4 minutes, 8 points in a red-hot start in the Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Corner 3, got it. All right, back it is buried by Landry Shamet. First made bucket off the bench night for the Knicks. Fox with possession at the wing. Baseline dribble kick out. Corner 3, Champagny, bullseye, rips down the 3. Nice driving kick right there to provide the assist. 3 for 10 from the outside with the Spurs. 3 for 8 for the Knicks. Brunson weaves his way inside the paint. Missed the layup. Clobbered right into the stanchion. No call by the referees. They're letting these teams play on to start off the final. Champagny pull up from deep. Missed off the rim. Robinson secures the defensive rebound. 5-point advantage all of a sudden for the Spurs. Mitchell Robinson at the top towards his right off the dribble. Handoff Brunson. Bumped into and fouled. It's on Harper, who picks up his first personal foul. Time on the floor, taken by the Knicks. 22-17. What a start to Game 1 of the Finals. A slow start for San Antonio. Now to get the wheels going offensively. Dylan Harper, big-time impact off the bench. 8 points off the bench in 5 minutes tonight, a +10 on the floor as we head over to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now at a timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All of a sudden, the Spurs coming alive right now, despite shooting 35% from the floor. Man, they are making plays. Only 2 turnovers so far tonight. Both of those early on. Knicks now with 4 turnovers. Wow, refs are letting them play on. They're making this game physical. And it's a play on. Brunson attacked the rim and ball gets swatted from behind off the glass and he went crashing right into the stanchion. So the referees are letting basically everything go through tonight. Been a little bit of foul trouble, more so for the Knicks. Josh Hart, 2 personal fouls. Bridges and Shamet with a personal foul each, and then 2 personal fouls by Keldon Johnson, 1 by Dylan Harper. Captain Knights welcome in, liking the Knicks tonight. Ian, thanks for joining back in. Yep, it's going to be a really good series. So Wemby was on the bench, and Wemby is a -3 for him so far. And Dylan Harper, when he came in, just a bucket. +10 by Harper, 8 points in 5 minutes. San Antonio started to dominate the glass once Josh Hart checked out. Not really been that next guy in line rebounder for the Knicks. 5 rebounds by Josh Hart out of the 9 total. After that, 1 rebound each by Cat, Bridges, Brunson, and Robinson. Mitchell Robinson's a -6 right now on the floor. Like, that's basically playing 4v5 because He's so limited offensively. The only thing that he does is just get into the dunker spot and either go for alley-oops or slam dunks. So everybody knows what's going to happen with Mitchell Robinson on the floor. And right now, he will be on the floor once we get back to action. That's a terrible matchup. That's a terrible matchup. That Cat's not out there. Mitchell Robinson is on the floor as Wemby checks back into this game. This should be the time that the Spurs go off right now, with this being the matchup. Mitchell Robinson going up against Wembanyama. We get back to actions. Knicks with possession. Brunson on the floor alongside OG, Shamet, Robinson, and McBride. Brunson, step back jumper, deep two, no good, rattled out to rebound, scooped up by Champagnie. Champagnie on the floor alongside Harper, Barnes, Wemby. Harper attacks the paint. Low block outside, finds Wemby. Champagnie bounce pass off the Barnes. Barnes inside the key, floats it on top to Fox, the fifth player on the floor. Kick out, corner, three, Champagnie, bullseye, got it! 25-17, Julian Champagnie zings down the three. And there was a foul attached to this at the tail end of the play as well. I believe it's on Landry Shamet in New York. Bad personal foul. Away from the play. Yeah, that's a three. Both feet behind the three-point line. Landry Shamet, oh yeah, he pushed down Harrison Barnes. So there's a free throw attached to it since the Spurs in the bonus. Barnes couldn't make the bonus free throw. Rebound went to the Knicks. Been struggling in the glass since Josh Hart went to the bench. Half of the rebounds coming through Hart tonight. Brunson with just three, shooting 1 for 7 in the finals. Ball loose in the backcourt. Fox almost came up with a steal. McBride came away with it though. McBride trolls past Fox, takes the jumper straight away off the back rim, and no good. Went off the mark. Rebound went to Harper. 95 seconds left to go in the first. In the corner with Harrison Barnes. Finds Dylan Harper. Dribbles up inside the key. Harper, runner over Brunson. And got it to drop. It's good for two. San Antonio start to flex right now in this game. Part of a 20-3 run and a 5.5-minute span for the Spurs. Poor Vita poured it on right now. Late stretch of the opening quarter, up 27-17. Knicks will burn the timeouts. Wow, Dylan Harper turning into a gigantic X factor in this series that the Knicks were not aware of. They had two regular season games against one another. Dylan Harper was a non-factor in both of those games on New Year's Eve and March 1st. It's been over 3 months since the last time these two teams met up against one another, and Dylan Harper has been a playoff riser for the rookie, getting better and better every single one of these games, and he has been a huge X factor so far tonight. 10 points off the bench in 6 minutes, perfect 3 for 3 shooting, a plus 15 when Harper is played tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now, the timeouts, and hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Spurs or Knicks. What's good? Steve going for the Spurs. Party Store, welcome back in, liking the Spurs. Osiako, welcome in. This game, if you're from the U.S., it's on ABC. So right now it's on ABC if you're from the U.S. Internationally, I'm going to see if you're from the Philippines, that's one of the big countries. Philippines, I believe you can get it on Amazon Prime Video PH over there if you're from the Philippines. Bucket is good off the tip-in for the Knicks, yeah. That's quite concerned for New York. Jalen Brunson heading to the locker room right now. As we were just showing that just a moment ago. Cat comes back on the floor. Wemby spin over Cat. High off the glass. No good off the mark. Long rebound secured by Alvarado as we come back from the timeouts. So right now, Jalen Brunson in the locker room being checked out. Alvarado, top of the free throw circle. Towards his left, slides it off to Shamet. Lob goes to Cat. Bobbled in the corner. And the loose ball foul charge to Champagnie. Opens up the door for the Spurs in the series. That's brutal. Jalen Brunson, knee injury, headed to the locker room. Came up limping shortly before a timeout. And that's not a good sign. Going to need clutch Jalen Brunson to make this series close. Without clutch Jalen Brunson, going to be very difficult to make this into a long series. A jab step of the wing. Alvarado, step back three over Wemby. Rattled out, no good. A rebound goes to Champagnie. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. All of a sudden, the Knicks, who are red-hot shooting, have cooled off completely. 33% in the first quarter by New York, which started off at 5 for 10 shooting. Fox at the wing. Crossover, dribbles up inside the key. A dish on top. Castle drives inside. A jumper, 14-footer turnaround. Missed off the rim short. To rebound went to Cat. Hoists up a full-court shot and missed off the side of the rim. No good. First quarter complete. San Antonio, red hot with all the momentum. 20-5 run to close out the opening quarter of action as they are up 27-19 at the end of one. The bigger concern, though, Jalen Brunson, knee injury, limped to the locker room a couple minutes ago for their clutch score, top score, and just 1 for 7 shooting tonight for Jalen Brunson. And they're going to need him throughout the course of the series to make it a series. Hopefully nothing serious. 27-19 as we close out the end of one. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Well, the start right now for San Antonio, 27-19, and they've done it with not much impact by Wemby. Wemby with just 5 points in the first quarter. And Dylan Harper, this young man's special, plus 13 on the floor, 10 points in 7 minutes, just full out attacking, getting to the rim. And the bench much stronger for San Antonio with one guy for each team scoring. 3 points by Shamet off the bench for the Knicks. But yeah, concern for Jalen Brunson, 1 for 7 shooting, 1 for 3 from 3. And just limped to the locker room with a knee injury for Jalen Brunson. And they're going to need him to be available for the entire series, because, man, that's brutal. That's the worst part of the game, is the injuries. Like, you never want to see that happen. And I'm hoping we get a deep both of these teams go deep against one another in the finals and have multiple games throughout the course of the series and not ending up in a 4-game sweep. What's good? Same on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Marikay, welcome on board. Shelton, thanks for being a part here on the channel tonight. We got Robert on the stream. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. Knicks were looking so good starting off this game. Like, the first 5 minutes, the ball was popping, the ball was moving. And then once they got substitutions off the bench, everything completely just fell apart. The first 5 minutes was tremendous. They start off 5 for 10 from the floor, finished off the quarter shooting 3 for 14. What's good, Joe in the stream? Welcome in. New Bane, welcome on board. Hey, new subscriber, Mario Sonic, appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. We got a raid going on right now. You guys, the legends here from the Duck Raid. Absolute legends in the channel. Big shout out to the Duck Raid. We get back to action. Second quarter has begun. Champagnie on the outside into the hands to Wemby. Hand off Champagny for the shot clock. Champagny at the wing. Outside Wemby. Pull up from deep. Victor Wembanyama off the glass. No good. Deflected at the baseline. And Alvarado sent it out of bounds. They couldn't save it. It's going to go back to the Spurs. Yeah, officiating letting a lot of stuff play right now. So there's been a lot of no calls so far. Not many whistles in that opening quarter. Wemby. Inbound goes into the hands to Castle. It's Castle, Wembanyama, Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagny, De'Aaron Fox. Fox lob down low. Wemby scores. And one coming up at the free throw line for Victor Wembanyama. They're going to count this right here or not. That's the question. No, they're not. So take that back. Beg my pardon. They're not going to count it. So it was not on the shot. They're going to say it was before the shot. So no and one. This is going to be an inbounds. Well, I thought that was on the shot with Wemby pulling up. Barnes from deep, off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Towns. Yeah, that looked like it should have been on Alvarado in the shooting fall for the and one, but they got him on the floor before Wemby went up as Alvarado held him before he went up. Follow-away shot, Cats. They're going to count this one. Pat wanted to count it as an and one, and it will not. So bumped into by Fox. This will lead to a side end for the Knicks. So non-and one as well for the Knicks. Cat was looking for the and one. Cat, top of the key, dribbles up, drives inside, dish out to the baseline. Alvarado, extra pass made. McBride, pull up from deep, but buries it. 27-22. Knicks looking to make a comeback. Wemby receives it. Wemby stripped. He lost it. Turnover. Alvarado came up with a steal. Into the hands to Cats. Cat drives downhill on Wemby. Blocked from behind by Wemby. Big time rejection by Victor Wembanyama. Denied Cat. Man, just Victor Wembanyama, just unbelievable what he can do out there on the floor. Inbound goes to Shamet. Shamet at the right wing, sends it off to Alvarado. Alvarado baseline dribble, drives right past Wemby. Huge rejection by Victor Wembanyama. Not clean though. They're going to roll the goaltend. So Alvarado able to get it over the cylinder off a backdoor layup. Yeah, Wemby had blocked it off the glass. So it went off that backboard glass block. And then Wemby deflected it off of that. Castle, lob down low, looking for Wemby. And he got held up and fouled. So it's on McBride, who picked up the personal foul. Starting to get this one into a game right now. Jalen Brunson at the moment on the bench. At one point, the Spurs led by 10, 27. 27-17. All of a sudden, 27-24 now to score. Castle right to the rim. Slices through the D and scores. Good for the layup. Big response right back for San Antonio. Castle with 6 tonight. Cat driving, attacking, downhill to the cup, and he scores. Quick up the floor, Castle finds Wemby. Downhill trailing to the play, and Wemby draws the foul. So 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Wemby. First one's good. So I'm liking Spurs in the series in 6. Going into this game, I thought the Knicks would have a good chance to win it since they've got significant days off with rest. They're going to need Brunson to come back in. Second free throw is good by Wemby. And offensively, Wembanyama hasn't had much of an impact out there so far. Just 6 points in 11 minutes. -4 on the floor for him tonight. Has 2 blocks so far for him. Alvarado. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Off the double team, finding Alvarado. Shamit drives, launches the jumper. The elbow off the rim, no good. Vassell collects the defensive rebound. Dylan Harper been the star of the show tonight. Double figures already. Vassell pull up from deep, missed off the glass in the three. Rebound secured by Alvarado. Alvarado on the floor alongside McBride, OG, Cat, and Shamit. Alvarado drives, attacks the paint, scores the right-hand layup. Found the gap in the defense and shot the gap and scored it. 9:10 left to go before halftime. Spurs with possession. Castle, kick out, corner deflected, intercepted by Anunoby. Up the floor finds Alvarado, shovel pass, corner, three, and McBride. No good off the mark. A rebound goes to Vassell. Wembanyama working his way on Cat at the elbow. 1-on-1, Wemby. Thinking about the step back, goes for the step through, flicks off the glass, no good off the mark, misfired by Wemby. And the rebound went back to the Knicks off a kick-out, quarter three. Shamit bricked off the back rim, no good. The rebound went to Harper. Ball goes back to the Spurs, up by 3. As we're down to 8.5 left to go before halftime. Wemby slides in on top. Harper, pull up from deep. Harper missed off the back rim, rebound secured by Cats. Both teams struggling to get into a groove currently. Knicks with possession. Karl-Anthony Towns, top of the key, takes on Wembanyama. Cat into the hands to the left wing perimeter, goes off to McBride. McBride takes on the Harper, 101, dribbles towards his right. McBride, top of the free throw circle. Off to OG. OG drives on Barnes inside the key, shovel pass, Cat. Cat over Wemby, clobber by Wemby. And 2 free throws coming up at the line by Karl-Anthony Towns, who got hit in the face by Wembanyama, and Cat is now down. So Cat is in some serious pain right now, as he took a hand for Wembanyama in the face, going in for a very awkward layup attempt. Yeah, Anunoby driving, shovel past the Cat, and then Wemby coming down. It didn't even look like from that angle he got a hand in the face. And maybe the arm. Either way, Cat down hard. Yeah, the back of the head hit pretty bad for Cat. We're going into a timeout right now. Knicks in a 9-4 run to start off the second. 8:03 left to go before halftime. And the Knicks starting to get beat up here, Carly. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, this is not a good start for the Knicks here with man down injuries. As Cat hit his head pretty hard. We cut right into a commercial break right now, and I had said it during the last stream, like I had said I wouldn't be shocked if Ariel Hukporti gets quite a bit of minutes in this series. I thought it was going to be because of foul trouble. This is something you can't predict, is injuries, the worst part of the game. And right now, Jalen Brunson hasn't come back after injury, is on the bench with his team. But also, Karl-Anthony Towns now down. I don't like how the way his head went back after he missed that layup. Yeah, he was going in for just an awkward layup, like very low. Like very low at like an off angle. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, the timeouts. Guys, the Legends MVP is coming out here on these streams. Dylan Harper, been the man of the show tonight. 10 points in 9 minutes, plus 11 on the floor. 7 points by Wemby. He's got 2 blocks. Castle with 6. Champagny with 6. Vassell 2. Physical rockfest that we got so far in this game. Cat leads the way with 6. 5 each by, or just 5 points by OG, and then 3 points each by Brunson, McBride, and Shamit. Brunson just 1 for 7 shooting. Alvarado off the bench with 4. Knicks burned their second timeout. Phoenix Sundust welcome in. Liking the Knicks tonight, plus 5.5. Yeah, that's a heavy arm by Wemby. Going up to contest the layup by Cat, and then Cat's head snapped backwards, falling backwards to the hardwood. That's a tough fall. Spurs beg my pardon. That was a Spurs timeout. Yeah, that was a Spurs timeout. They had challenged that fall. They had won the call, so it got overturned. So that was a Spurs challenge. Yeah, they only had one before on the graphic screen. Now both teams have taken 2 timeouts tonight. So the Spurs challenged that previous foul by Wemby, and they won the challenge. Yeah, that was not listed on the box score. I've got the Spurs to win the series for me. Vassell, jumper, 15-footer, skidded off the rim, a rebound secured by Brunson. So Jalen Brunson is back into the game after going to the locker room at the end of the first quarter due to the knee injury. Hart lobs it up over the top. Robinson puts it through. Good for 2, plus the foul. Soaring right over Luke Cornett to dunk it down with an alley-oop. Finally, Knicks start to play. And show up here. Mitchell Robinson putting Luke Cornett off a poster over the top. Wasn't the cleanest of dunks. Skidded off the rim. Got contacted and fouled. Robinson playing with that injured pinky finger. He suffered earlier in the week. Free throw left short. Rebound went to Harper. So Jalen Brunson right now back on the floor. He's alongside Bridges, Jordan Clarkson, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, and Carter Bryant tripped off the dribble and fouled by Clarkson. Josh Hart previously picked up his 3rd personal foul. So around like a moment ago, Josh Hart picked up his 3rd. So he's going to be on the bench for a long time. That's not a good sign for the Knicks. Josh Hart, 5 rebounds, responsible for basically over a fourth of the team's rebounds so far for him. Carter Bryant splitting the free throws at the line, 32-30. We're down to 7:10 left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson at the top of the key. Spin cycle, kick out wing. A 3-point shot taking Clarkson off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Harper. Spurs with possession. Fox has it on the outside. Slows it down into the hands to Harper. Dylan Harper takes on Brunson. Bounce pass Fox. Fox, step back 3. No good. In and out. Cornett tap back to the perimeter. And Harper came away with an offensive rebound. Fox inside the key. Fox left it short. Down muscling with a rebound. It's Robinson who collects the defensive rebounds. Knicks with possession up the floor. Brunson high off the glass. No good. Shoved. Putback. No good off the mark. Missed by Robinson. Off the putback jam. Here goes the Spurs. Harper outside. Vassell finds Fox. Trailing the play. Scores the layup. 34-30. 4-point lead for San Antonio. Knicks with possession. Brunson. Edge of the midcourt logo into the hands to Bridges. Bridges at the left wing finds Brunson on top. Brunson guarded by Vassell on the outside. 8 in the timer. Brunson dribbles up. Spin move inside. Brunson, a runner. Got it to go. It's good for 2. And Jalen Brunson is down right now hard. Holding his knee onto the play. Vassell on the 3. He nails it. And Jalen Brunson right now goes right over to Scott Foster to have some words. We're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. 37-32. Jalen Brunson going in for the layup. Oh, Luke Cornett stepped backwards in the shoe of Brunson as Brunson finished the layup. And Scott Foster right behind Brunson. A no call. Scott Foster swallows the whistle. No calls. Everything has been play on tonight in Game 1 of the finals. Jalen Brunson had his ankle stepped on at the end of the play after he scored by Luke Cornett. Backpedaling, didn't realize that Brunson's foot was there, stepped on his lower ankle, trying to get back up the floor. And man, that had to hurt. Scott Foster right behind the play. Sees Brunson wincing in pain. No call by Scott Foster. Going to head to a timeout. 37-32, Spurs by 5. Refs are letting everything go tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Man, lucky that Jalen Brunson didn't get seriously injured. He had been dealing with some sort of knee injury that he suffered in the first quarter today. And Jalen Brunson is just so tough. So tough. Cat did not play during the last period of action for the last couple minutes. Cat did not play. His head snapped back. He got clobbered by Wemby. Went to the free throw line, and then after that, hasn't checked in ever since. So he's been on the bench. Man, yeah, this has been insane so far. Welcome in, Chad, in the stream. Such a physical game. Just been a rock fight tonight. 5 for 18 shooting the 3 by San Antonio. 4 for 15 from 3. 27% by the Knicks. All going to come down to who can make their shots throughout the rest of this game. Because there's not really much going on in terms of free throws at all. Knicks have just one trip at the line. Mitchell Robinson missed an and one free throw. The Spurs are 8 for 10 tonight on free throws. We get back to action. 5-point game. Under 6 minutes left to go. Jalen Brunson, 13 minutes, scoring 5 points tonight. Brunson with possession, defended by Carter Bryant. Takes him at the edge of the key. Brunson, runner inside, bounced off the back rim, no good. Follow through, right place, right time. Good for 2 by Brunson. Jalen Brunson, a blur on that possession. Able to will his way off his own offensive rebound, put back. Dylan Harper slows down tempo. 5:20 left to go in the second. And away from the basketball, it's an offensive foul charge to San Antonio. So turnover on the Spurs. Man, Jalen Brunson is so tough. Mike Chalk, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in, bud. Brunson with possession. Working on Carter Bryant at the right wing. Brunson takes him at the free throw circle. Backs his way inside to keep Brunson. Step through, puts it up and scores. Up and in with a layup. Jalen Brunson puts his team winning 1. Carter Bryant sends it on top off the Cornets. Right now, non-Wembanyama minutes that has suffered in the past, previously in these playoffs. Fox inside the key, elevates for the J, off the back rim, no good, misfired. Rebound went to Robinson. Knicks with a possession. As we approach the 4.5-minute mark left to go before halftime, Brunson slides it off to Bridges into the hands to Clarkson, and he went down, stumbled off the dribble, got it away. Off to Brunson, though. Brunson takes on Bryant. Brunson drives on Bryant. Brunson, floater, got it. Jalen Brunson, 3 straight buckets in a row to put the Knicks on top. 38-37, right to the rim goes Dylan Harper. He scores the layup. Big response right back for San Antonio. Mikal Bridges with possession. Down to 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Bridges at the top of the key, glides, dribbles up. A jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Now the shot making start to drop here. Right now, Wembanyama on the bench. De'Aaron Fox on the outside. Skip pass, corner, 3. Bryant around the rim and out to rebound, secured by Robinson. Right now, Victor Wembanyama with 2 total blocks in this game. Jalen Brunson with possession, far side in the front courts. Carter Bryant picked up the reach and fall. You're going to get substitutes right now on the floor for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama checking back in. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe tonight. Stephon Castle, Keldon Johnson, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper. That's the 5 of the court currently. Mikal Bridges inbound off to Robinson. On the floor alongside Clarkson, Shamet, and Brunson. Lob, not on the same page. Turnover. It's Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson not together there in that possession. Right now, Cat on the bench at the moment. New York dominating the second quarter, 21-12. In the second quarter box score, Spurs with the basketball. Castle, kick out, quarter, 3. Johnson laces it up, trifecta from the perimeter. Keldon Johnson splashes the 3. 42-40 San Antonio. That's their 6th made 3 tonight. Brunson at the Frost Big Center Arena logo. Gets past Fox off the dribble. Takes the jumper at the wing. No good off the rim. A rebound secured by Wembanyama. Spurs with possession. Dylan Harper slides it on top to Wemby. Pull up, pulls the trigger over Robinson. Missed off the rim short. To rebound went to Clarkson. Not a good decision there by Victor Wembanyama. But he knows that Mitchell Robinson, when he defends him, that he's going to stretch the floor on him, though. Brunson drives, chest bump to Harper, dish out to the wing, side step on the 3, got it. Landry Shamet, trifecta for 3. 43-42 for the Knicks. Wemby at the baseline takes on Robinson. Wemby draws the shooting foul. And 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Wembanyama. What a game tonight. What a start to the finals. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. First free throw good for Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama up to now 8 points tonight, just 2 for 8 shooting. Stunning that he's a minus on the floor. Right now, they're in a tie game. -4 for Wemby. Big difference maker, Dylan Harper, 12 points in 15 minutes, a +7. Top plus in the team for the Spurs tonight. Second free throw by Wemby, and that rattles in. 9 points now for Wembanyama. Jalen Brunson currently in the bench. Knicks with possession. Across the timeline with Alvarado. Alvarado on the floor alongside Cat, Anunoby, Bridges, and Shamet. Pull-up jumper from the corner. OG missed off the back rim. A rebound controlled by Champagnie. Bodies collided underneath. No call again by the referees, letting it continue. Lob went to Wemby. Cross court into the hands to Champagnie. Fires the 3. Drills the triple. Julian Champagnie right down the pipe. Nails it. 4-point advantage. 9 points. His third main three in the night for Champagny. Champagny buried 11 threes in a 134-132 victory, a career-high 11 triples on New Year's Eve in the first meeting against the Knicks in the regular season. Bridges, skip pass at the wing. Alvarado splashes down the three. 47-46, the ball started to move between these two teams. 7 points tonight now by Jose Alvarado. Finding Champagny in the corner. Champagny with another three. Julian Champagny, a three-point machine, assisted by Stephon Castle. We get a foul here on the outside. Charge to San Antonio. It's going to be a substitution coming up. Stephon Castle picked up the personal foul. Lex, thanks for joining in. Appreciate to hear from Ghana on the stream out in South America. Hit us up in the chat where you guys are from out here on the stream. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Man, Julian Champagny, what a story. Played 2 games as a rookie for the Philadelphia 76ers, got waived in 2023 so they could fill up a spot for Mac McClung in the slam dunk contest in 2023. Picked up by San Antonio and now playing in the NBA Finals after dropping down a career-high 36 points, 11 made threes on New Year's Eve against the Knicks. Missed 3 by Brunson. The rebound went to Cat. And underneath, the Spurs pick up a foul. So it stops the clock, 57.6 seconds left to go before halftime. 2 free throws coming up at the line by Cats. Guardian Angel, welcome back in from Trinidad. First free throw by Cat, that is good. Great sign to see for this Knicks team that both Brunson and Cats back into the game together. Second free throw is good by Cats. Cuts the deficit down to 2. 8 points tonight for Karl-Anthony Towns in this opening half. Spurs with possession past midcourt. Stephon Castle dribbles up to the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Deep to left. Short to rebound goes to Towns. Brunson had the ball poke loose. Stole it away. Fox up the open floor. Dunks it with a 2-handed flush. Big time defensive play there by the Spurs. They forced 8 turnovers in this opening half. San Antonio just 5 turnovers as a team. They'll try it again for the Knicks. Top of the key, Cats. Drives, gets past Wemby off the dribble. Attacks the paint. Runner. Inside the key, no good. Tipped off the glass. Rebound secured by Castle. Shot clock turned off. Fox slows down tempo. Whole crowd comes to its feet here in the multicolored Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, Texas. 5 seconds left to go. Skip pass. Fox. Corner 3. Champagny. Oh, he drills it. Julian Champagny sizzling in the first half of action in a block and a buzzer by Wembanyama off the full court shot attempt by the Knicks as we close out. Going to halftime. 55-48 San Antonio. 7-point lead. Super scorcher. Julian Champagny, 15 points, 5 made threes. Absolute sharpshooter. Julian Champagny played 2 games for the Philadelphia 76ers in 2023 and got waived. He got waived from Mac McClung to participate in the slam dunk contest in 2023. Julian Champagny last game, 6 made threes with 20 points. Julian Champagny, day before New Year's Day 2026, goes off for a career-high 36, a franchise record 11 made threes in a 134-132 win over the Knicks to close out 2025. Julian Champagny, Game 1, NBA Finals against the Knicks, 15 points, 5 made threes in the first half. Just insane. Wow, they are moving the ball off the kick out to the corner three. 4 assists by De'Aaron Fox to no turnovers. Stephon Castle with 3 assists tonight. That has worked out. 11 assists in this game, and multiple times those have been assisted off a kick-out corner triple to Julian Champagnie. 7-point lead at the half by the Spurs. 15 by Champagnie, 12 by Harper, who set the tone early on, a plus 12 on the floor. Champagnie is a plus 9. Wemby tonight with 9. He's only a plus 3. And for the Knicks, nobody really been able to go off tonight. Brunson with 11, but he's missed 10 shots. 5 for 15. And then Cat tonight is 8. And those two guys got banged up early on. Shamit with 6 off the bench, who's the number 4 scorer, actually. Alvarado has 7 in 7 minutes. Shamit's a minus 16, though, when he's played. So right now we go into halftime. What a start tonight for San Antonio. They were down early on in this game and came back, and I had said it, I think towards the middle stage of the second quarter, it's going to depend on which team can start to drill shots and start to make threes. And both of these teams are shooting the 3-ball rather poorly, around like low 30%, upper 20s at the end of the first quarter. And all of a sudden, the Spurs, with Julian Champagnie, started to catch fire. That's the difference maker. 9 for 24, all of a sudden, 38% from 3. New York, 6 for 20, 30% tonight. They're the top team from 3-point range, and they're shooting 10% lower than what they had throughout the course of the playoffs. And also, turnovers been a difference as well. 8 turnovers by the Knicks, just 5 by the Spurs. Spurs had 2 disastrous games against the Thunder in the opening round. Games 1, Game 2, they had 20-plus turnovers both of those games, and then De'Aaron Fox came back, and the whole offense wasn't on Stephon Castle, and they did a really good job adjusting to that and taking care of the basketball much better with Fox being back into action. Yep. Fast break points, 14-2. Been a major difference so far. So if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now at halftime. What a start tonight in this game. Man, San Antonio, absolute statement start in that first half. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Let's see if I can get Mr. Tops up here in just a minute. So I'll be back in just a second. Just going to get Mr. Tops back, and we'll be back in a few moments. All right, you're going to be a good boy tonight. Here we go, Mr. Tops. There you go. What do you think about the NBA Finals? You're focused on it? Yeah, you're focused on it. Here, let me take off that Nico fur off of here. You got a lot of Nico fur on you from the golden retriever that comes over that we take care of. There you go. Now you're better. Yeah, looks like Mr. Tops is focused in on this game. He's not as active as he was on the last stream. Trying to see who's available in the chat right now. Yeah, good boy. You're gonna have to eat your food though. That I got you. I see that you haven't ate it yet. Gonna have to eat that, buddy. Seems like Mr. Tops is relaxed and enjoying this game tonight. That's what he's doing tonight. Getting very relaxed. All right, we're gonna put him back in, and we'll be back in a couple moments. The golden retriever that we had, we take him back at night for him. So he's actually the neighbor's dog, and he goes back at night. He actually stayed for us for like the last like 10 days. Because the neighbor had to go away, so we took him in. But he's back at home tonight, across the street. So I'll be back in. I'm gonna put Mr. Tops back in, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Hmm. Common college basketball team moving into college. Interesting there. Jeffrey puts out. Yeah, I wasn't sure when the college teams come back in or so. I thought that it'd be like around like August that they move in to campus. I guess it depends on what division it is. I think the Division 3 schools move in, I think around like mid-August, like usually like August 15th, but Division 1 starts games earlier. They have games like around like the 17th, 18th of August they start, whereas Division 3 starts like the last weekend of August or first week of September, depending on when their seasons start up. Yeah, what a start to this series so far. Jalen Brunson went down due to a knee injury, went to the locker room for a couple minutes, and then came back into the game. So they've had a couple injuries to note with players in quite a bit of pain out there. Karl Anthony Towns going into a layup was followed by Wemby, and then went down. He had his head snapped back and then continued to play after that. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors out there. I really hope that Jaylen Brown doesn't go, but um, there's a bunch of rumors out there. I saw a rumor today that the Pelicans would trade Murphy and Zion Williamson. There's a trade rumor out there that Jaylen Brown's going to the Pelicans for Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson. Seems like there's stuff constantly out there every single day. Yeah, people are putting out DeJounte Murray as part of this trade. People are putting that Jaylen Brown listed his condo for under $5 million. What? So he listed his condo for sale. That's what people are putting out. Wow, that's yeah. NBC 10 Boston just tweeted this out 4 hours ago. Yeah, he's gone then. Wow, Boston Business Journal has this. This was breaking news by Celtics Forum on May 30th. Boston.com has it. Yeah, there's definitely a trade that's coming then. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like Jaylen Brown listed his house rather recently. Fort Point penthouse back in the market for $5 million. That's good. Good Shepherd on the stream. Welcome in. Ronald, glad to have you back in. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Going to start off the second half in just a couple minutes. If you guys enjoy the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up tonight. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, I mean, none of those guys are an upgrade from all these trade rumors that's out there. It's only the Giannis trade rumor, but I think it's going to be OKC that gets Giannis. June 3rd. Wow, that's early. Yeah, it depends on who's gonna trade for Giannis. They get a bunch of young guys in that team for OKC. Be a bunch of young guys plus draft picks that they have. Be interesting to see what happens in the offseason with Chet Holmgren. Like whether he stays at OKC or not, because just he completely crumbled in that conference finals. Hey, there you go. Good win for the Red Sox tonight. Victor Wembanyama trying to lead his team to a 1-0 advantage tonight to start off Game 1 of the NBA Finals. What a start we've got in this game so far. Big time production off the bench. Dylan Harper, 12 points off the bench, but Julian Champagnie rising up lately. He has been red hot last couple minutes before halftime. Game high 15 points, 5 main threes for a guy who was cut after 2 games playing for Philadelphia in 2023. For Mac McClung to sign a 2-way contract to play in the Delaware Bluecoats so he could participate in the slam dunk contest. Major differential at the free throw line. 10 for 12 by San Antonio. Just 2 trips to the free throw line all game long for the Knicks, who are 2 for 3 tonight on free throws. A lot of no calls by Scott Foster and the referees tonight, letting it play on. Here we go, about to get ready to go back to action. Left to right on the floor. Spurs with possession to start off the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox on the floor alongside Wembanyama, Champagnie, Castle, and Vassell. Away from the basketball, Wemby pushed. Wemby is fouled. And that's on Cat, who picks up the personal foul. All trouble. That could be the story of the series tonight. 3 personal fouls by Josh Hart. Cat with 1. That was his first one tonight. Wemby, pull-up jumper, 15-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound went to OG. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Hart, Anunoby, Bridges, and Cat. Bridges, just 4 points so far in 17 minutes of action. Cat at the wing of the perimeter, takes on Wemby one-on-one. 8 on the timer. Fires it down the middle. OG underneath as he is swarmed by a group of black uniforms for the Spurs. Brunson, push pass, 3 at the wing. Hart off the back rim, no good. Tipped up from Vassell to Wemby for the defensive rebound. Outlet pass. Wemby finds Castle outside. Wembanyama dribbles, drives, head full of steam, bobbled it, lost it, turnover. He could have just pulled up from 28 feet out and splashed down a 3, but decided to drive where he ended up getting stripped. Brunson with possession. Lobs it off the Cats. Working off the double team. Makes the right decision. Down low. OG. Fouled underneath. They've only gone to the free throw line twice tonight. Now is not on the floor, so this will be an inbound here for the Knicks. That was on De'Aaron Fox, who picked up the personal foul. Inbound goes to Cats. Cats has it at the top. Slides it off towards his right, finds Brunson. Brunson dribbles up top of the key. Outside corner. Step back 3. OG. No good off the rim. A rebound hauled by Vassell. 7-point lead for San Antonio. Stephon Castle slides it cross-court. Champagnie been the player of the game so far for him in the opening half of action. Wembanyama down low, followed by Cats. Started getting into a little bit of foul trouble here for Cats, and that's now his second personal foul. Yes, I think much improved season coming up for the Pacers. First free throw, that's good by Wemby. Double digits now for Wembanyama. He's up to 10. So it just hasn't been a terrific game offensively. Not that great efficiency-wise, though. Nevertheless, his team's up by 8. Second free throw is good. And if they do end up winning this game and he doesn't end up having a strong performance, then margin of error, they can take some for San Antonio, because he played by far not a great game tonight for Wembanyama so far efficiency-wise, yet they're up by 9. Carly OG, a jumper deep 2, bounced off the rim. A Wemby there to collect the defensive rebound. Spurs with possession at the wing. A Champagnie, no good off the mark. Wemby tried to keep it in the court of play, couldn't do so, and left it out of bounds. He tried to track down the rebound off that brick by Champagnie. Yeah, East is going to be a really competitive grouping of teams next year. Just nothing going on with the Knicks offense currently. Josh Hart into the hands to Brunson on top. Brunson drives in Vassell. Step back jumper, 17-footer, air ball, out of bounds. Tough defense right now for the Spurs. Man, here's just some tough stops that San Antonio is generating currently. Stephon Castle dribbles up inside the key. Castle to the rim. Got the bounce. Good for 2. 11-point lead for San Antonio. Largest lead of this series as OG had it broken up out of bounds off Champagnie. Nothing going on for the Knicks offense currently. New York looking for the inbound. Goes off to the corner. Anunoby dribbles towards his right. Bounce pass finds Hart. Hart underneath. And tripped up and fouled. It's on Wembanyama who picks up the personal. Trying to tightrope that baseline. Wemby tonight, that's his first personal foul. Inbound goes to Hart. Lob down low. Cat behind the defense. Scores the 2. 9-point game. Fox off the crossover. Dribbles up inside the key. Finds Wemby. Up fake. Dribbles up on Cat. Spin cycle inside. Fall away shot. Bounced off the mark. Couldn't finish. See where they count it here. If this will be free throws or not. Stops the clock with 9:07. Yeah, this is going to be 2 free throws coming up the line for Wembanyama. Yeah, Wembanyama tried to rip through Cat. Cat's in some deep foul trouble right now. First personal, or first free throw is good. Yeah, Cat now with 3 personal fouls tonight. So there's some deep foul trouble going on for the Knicks at the moment. 3 personal fouls by Cat. Josh Hart with 3 as well. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. San Antonio starting to get off here to a great start in this third quarter. 11-point lead again. Tie for the largest one in the game. Hey, appreciate it, JDC. Glad to have you back on the stream. Down to 9 minutes left to go, third quarter. Brunson off the double team, finds Cats. Into the hands to Bridges. Turns the corner, drives. Kick out wing, OG. Up fake, mid-range, left it short. His shot's just not falling right now for the Knicks of San Antonio. Lockdown defense on display currently. Lob from Castle goes to Wemby. Wemby at the low block. Off the double team, finds Castle. Laces up the 3 from deep off the rim, no good. The rebound secured by Cats. Josh Hart with possession. Into the hands to Bridges. They're struggling to generate offense. Bridges towards his right off the dribble. Finds Hart. 10 in the shot clock. Down low, broken up, it goes to Bridges. Bridges underneath, fall away over Wemby. Bounced off the rim, no good. Just impacting. Not even having to contest right there. Just impacted the fall away. Missed shot for 2 by the Knicks. And the bucket is good off the putback by Stephon Castle. Eyes behind the back of his head right there, going up for the putback. Brunson, step back 3, off the rim short, and nothing going in their direction for the Knicks, trailing by their largest margin of the series by 13. A lob for Wemby, smashed off the back rim, no good. And there was a foul going up on the top here. 2 free throws coming up on the line for Wembanyama. Wow. Just Wemby able to alter this game by contesting shots. Knicks are flustered. They cannot buy a bucket. Beg my pardon. This will not be free throws, so they'll be in a bonus the next time around. That's now the 4th personal foul on the Knicks in this quarter. So this is going to result in side-in inbounds for San Antonio. Castle, bounce pass behind his back. Wemby, no good in the 3. Tipped around, offensive rebound, hauled in by Champagnie. On the outside, Castle, wide open 3. Pulling up from deep, missed off the rim. A rebound secured by OG. Shots just not falling. Imagine if they were for San Antonio. This would be a blowout. Knicks are struggling to get anything going on. Brunson, handoff Bridges, cross court, almost picked off by Champagnie. Hart dribbles inside, kick out, corner, three, Brunson, nobody hitting a shot here. Carly for the Knicks as it went in and out. Rebound went to Wemby, baseline dribble, Harper, follow-away jumper, low block, no good off the glass, tipped around off the mark, and it went out of bounds off the Knicks. Wow, there is no bucket getting going on here. 8-2, a third quarter start for the Spurs. As Luke Cornett will check into the game, he'll replace Wembanyama. No, he will not replace Wembanyama. Or will he right now? Yes, he will. Yeah, Wemby was determined to stay on the floor. He will substitute out. So Luke Cornett will check in as Wemby will take a seat on the bench. I haven't done a volleyball game since early April for me, so that was the last time I did volleyball. Champagnie fires the three, fall away off the back room, no good. Offensive rebound hauled in by Cornett. Lost it though at the top as Cat came away with it. Hart bounce pass in through traffic, backdoor layup, missed off the glass. And it's a foul charge to the Spurs up in transition. This is going to lead to a timeout taken on the floor as well. 6:50 left to go in the third quarter with nothing going on offensively at all in this quarter. 10 combined points almost midway in the quarter. So we have 8-2 as the third quarter box score. Spurs up by 13. Wow. I think Mr. Tops predicted the second half when we brought out Mr. Tops and he was going as slow as possible. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome back in. Things going pretty well. Yeah, so I haven't had a volleyball game that I've covered since early April. The college season wrapped up in early May. I actually am covering a track meet coming up on Saturday for the state championships for Rhode Island. So I've got a track and field meet coming up this weekend. Just nothing but bricks for the Knicks. Both teams are shooting 36% from the floor. But the Knicks, just the inability to make a three. Both of these teams, by fact, 9 for 29 for San Antonio. San Antonio has had some really good looks. Wemby is out there just flying around, contesting everything. Everything is missing short for New York. Anunoby, 5 points in 21 minutes. Josh Hart, just 2 points tonight. Mikal Bridges, a non-factor, 4 points for him in 22 minutes. Cat with just 10 on 4 for 10 shooting. Brunson has bricked more shots than he has scored for points. 11 points in 23 minutes for Brunson, a minus 17, in which he is 5 for 18 shooting tonight. Just nothing going on whatsoever for New York's offense. And yeah, the scary part about it is that Victor Wembanyama is struggling offensively too. He's only got 13 points on just 20% shooting. 8 of those points generated at the free throw line. Despite that, a +9 got himself 3 blocks and then multiple altered shots in this game. We get back to action here. Free throws coming up at the line for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges shooting 2. First free throw, no good. Good. Bounced off the rim and out. Shots just aren't there tonight at all. Like, they cannot find their way into the bucket. Second free throw is good. 63-51. Spurs tonight 14 for 16 at the free throw line. Knicks have only gone on 3 separate occasions. They're 3 for 5 tonight. Harper in the corner slides it off to Castle. Stephon Castle dribble drive, kick out, quarter. Harper 10 on the timer. Inside the key, backs his way. Harper playing with energy. Harper right to the rim, puts it up, puts it through. Inside the key, it's good for 2. 14-point lead, largest one of the series right here, right now for the Spurs. Dylan Harper with 14, been an X factor tonight. Bounce pass into the hands of the Cat. Cat takes on Cornette 1-on-1, 8 on the timer. Slides it off to Bridges. Elevates for the J, mid-range. Off the back rim, no good. Tipped off the rim. And will they count it or no? And they will. Bucket counts by Josh Hart off the tip-in. Referees will count this here, plus there was a foul. So Bridges went for the jumper. This was over the cylinder. I'm kind of stunned that they did not call it offensive goaltend. Josh Hart will have an and one out of it. Free throw is good. I'm like an hour south of Boston, where I'm from. So I am from Mass, but not in downtown Boston. Like closer to Providence, Rhode Island. Jumper's good, mid-range, and knocks it down by Stephon Castle. 67-54. We're under 6 minutes left to play, third quarter. Brunson flings it off to McBride. Bounce pass corner, Shamit. Shamit towards his left off the dribble. Into the hands to Cat. Flings it down low. Shamit slips right past the defense. Scores the 2. Cuts the deficit down to 11. And quick up the floor goes the Spurs. Castle playing with energy. Kick out. Quarter 3. Harper. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hart. Josh Hart with possession. Shovels on top. Finds McBride. Cat takes on Cornette. Dribbles. Drives right down the lane inside. He scores. Plus the foul. And one covered up on the free throw line by Karl-Anthony Towns. Start to get going right now for the Knicks. Making this a game all of a sudden. Free throw by Cat is good. All of a sudden, it's a single-digit game down to an 8-point margin. Both teams struggling offensively this quarter. 4 for 13 by the Spurs, 4 for 12 by the Knicks. Fox, bounce pass, finds Champagnie. Straight line dribble drive. Huge rejection by Cat, denies Champagnie. Here goes the Knicks up the floor. Hart finds Brunson. Zigzag inside the key. Gutted a drop, scores the 2. Defense translates right into offense, and the New York Knicks on a 7-zip run in a 1-minute span with a timeout taken on the floor by San Antonio. 67-61. Cat comes out with a huge block, denying Champagnie, and Brunson the other way. Able to score off the Euro step, good for the deuce. What a game we got here, folks. 6-point battle. In game 1 of the NBA Finals, we head to the timeout. All of a sudden, after a bunch of bricks, this is turning out to be a tremendous game. Got around 400 on the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Out in Pittsfield, wow. Yeah, that's Western Massachusetts, so that's like the New York State border. Yeah, that's around like 2.5 hours away from me. Got players start to step up here for the Knicks. Answering the call right now on the floor, Jalen Brunson, Carnegie Towns, each with 13 currently. Starting to make this a game. Yeah, Knicks keep on crawling back into this game, and all of a sudden, it's only a two-possession game right now, 67-61. This Knicks team just so clutch. Wouldn't shock me if the Knicks do come back and win this game. I actually had picked the Knicks to take game one, considering that they're on a rest advantage for them. And usually, historically, teams that are on a rest advantage are 7-2 in their last 9 games in game one of the finals. With teams with a week plus a rest advantage. Yeah, they got to get other players going. Cat with 13, Brunson with 13. After that, Shamit has 8, 7 each by Bridges and Alvarado. OG Anunoby, a non-factor, with just 5. Josh Hart with only 3. 4 guys double figures for the Spurs. 15 by Champagnie, drilling 5 threes all in the first half. 14 off the bench by Harper, who's been a big X factor. 13 by Wemby. He's had a tough game, just 2 for 10 shooting. Yeah, if the Spurs come out and win this game with Wembanyama shooting 20% right now, that tells a lot here for the Spurs team, just the depth of San Antonio. Baseline dribble, Dylan Harper right to the rim. How do you do that? Backdoor scores the layup. Holy smokes, Dylan Harper, big time. Soaring up to the rim as 16 points from the bench tonight. Jalen Brunson tees up the 3 left, short off the rim. A rebound goes to Wembanyama. Wemby on the floor alongside Fox, Champagnie, Johnson, and Harper. And a turnover committed by De'Aaron Fox. Mop boy had to come off the court. Corner jumper on a 3. They got it. It's a laser from the perimeter by Landry Shamet. Big time shot. Cuts the deficit down to 5. Bad time for a turnover right there for San Antonio. They'll try again. Fox at the top of the key. Dribbles, drives past Shamet. Kick out. Quarter 3. Harper. No good. Over to Cylinder. Rebound went over to Hart. Brunson drives on Wemby. Floating on top. Josh Hart. Into the hands to Brunson. Finds McBride on a 3. Bricked off the back rim. Tipped up. Offensive rebound. Cat scores the putback. And all of a sudden it's down to 3. Adam, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. 12-2 run by the Knicks in the last 2.5 minutes. San Antonio trying to get back into the groove. Here goes Fox. A jumper, mid-range, connects on it. De'Aaron Fox getting going right there with a mid-range too. 6 points now for Fox tonight. Knicks with possession. Brunson past the timeline. Brunson defended by Wemby. Pocket pass finds Hart dribbling down. Working on Wembanyama at the mid block. Hart bounce pass into the hands to Shamet. Dribbles back out to the outside. Shamit to cross court to Rena Timer. They launch with Hart. Hart skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Cat again. Put back and one. Covered up at the free throw line by Karl Anthony Towns. Cat showing up here right now. They go Wembanyama to stretch out on the perimeter. Contested. The three-point shot that was missed by Cat. Sized up with a much smaller Keldon Johnson took advantage of it and scored it, plus the foul. 17 and 10 tonight by Cat. The New York Knicks always seem to make this a game. The comeback Knicks, they trail by 14 points at 1 point tonight. The free throw is good, cutting the deficit down to 2. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Spurs with possession. Keldon Johnson off to a Fox, missed the runner inside the key. It goes right back over to the Knicks with Brunson, who collected the rebounds. Shamit races up the floor, finds Cat, top of the key. Pull-up jumper from deep over Wemby, skidded off the rim, short. Rebound secure by Harper. Not a good decision there by Cat. Harper gutted away to Johnson. Johnson attacks the paint. Kick out corner. Fox extra pass Champagnie. Harper, Wemby. Up fake. Slides it on top. Harper, 10 in the timer. Pull-up jumper to elbow. They will not count it. Offensive foul and a legal screen set by San Antonio. Hurt over by the Spurs. And it's by Wemby pushing Jalen Brunson from the backside. Yeah, Wemby did not need to do that. Did not need to push Jalen Brunson from the back. Alfred, thanks for joining in. Looking for another dynasty in San Antonio. She wears my hats. Welcome on the channel. Taking the Knicks tonight in this game. Hit us up in the chats. Who you guys like to win here, Spurs or Knicks? Right now, Knicks down by 2. Trail is made by 14. A Brunson, a swash, buries the jumper. 71-71, part of a 17-4 run in the last 4 minutes as this ball gets denied out of bounds. Jalen Brunson, absolute bucket as we are even all of a sudden. Showing on replay that one Knick fan in the blue and a sea of pink jerseys, and then McBride, the other side, came up with a block. De'Aaron Fox, the inbound passer. Bounce pass underneath. Slamming it down to it and flushed by Vassell. Oh, that's too easy. Somebody forgot to make their defensive assignment happen right there. And Devin Vassell needed that one. He's got 7. Jalen Brunson dribbles up inside the key. Runner over Wemby and fouled. Brunson's going to have 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line. Hang Mino, thanks for joining in tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Guys, the real legends, MVPs coming out here supporting the channel. Two shots by Brunson. The first one's good. Second free throw is good. 73-73. Down to a minute 35 left to go in the third quarter. Spurs with possession. Fox. Cross court. Vassell stays in the quarter play. Finds Harper. Harper drives to McBride. Kick out. Corner. 3. Wembanyama bounced off the rim. Misfired. A rebound goes to Hart. Knicks with possession. Jalen Brunson. Working his way on to Fox. Turnaround jumper. 15-footer. Missed off the rim. Short to rebound goes to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox shooting up the floor. Fox goes up, stripped to the bounds. And the clock will stop with 1:07. Just going to send De'Aaron Fox now to the free throw line, shooting 2. So that is on the Knicks there for the personal foul. 2 free throws by Fox. First one's good. Second free throw off the back rim, no good. Tipped around, and Mitchell Robinson boxes out Wembanyama for the defensive rebounds. Final minute left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, switch defended by Barnes on the outside. 8 on the timer. Brunson, crossover. On top, takes on Barnes. Drives inside the key. Brunson tried to thread the needle out of bounds. That's a turnover. And he tried to get it away to Mitchell Robinson, couldn't do so. 43 seconds left to go in the third. Spurs with possession. Fox finds Wemby. Working his way on Robinson. Handoff Vassell. Turns the corner. Vassell dribbles inside the key. Wembanyama takes on Robinson. Dribble. Drive. Right down the lane inside. Soars up and dunks it with a left-handed finish by Victor Wembanyama. 3-point lead. A thunderous jam by Wemby. And that's only his third made field goal of the night. 3 for 12 now shooting. That could be a big one for the momentum builder for Wemby. Hart, kick out, corner 3, McBride for the tie. Open up the bank right there. Cha-ching. Corner 3, banks in by McBride. 76-76, final seconds left to go. Wemby pull up straight away. Off the glass, no good. We close out at the end of the third quarter of action. 76 even. What a battle. Victor Wembanyama, head full of steam right past Mitchell Robinson to the rack. Attacks it with a left-handed dunk. And then right back, Miles McBride banks in a corner triple for the answer to tie it up at 76. At the end of 3, Knicks, they trailed as many by 14 at one point. They have cut it down to an even game, 76-76, as we head to the fourth quarter coming up. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What a game tonight. Wow, what a way to start the finals here. Victor Wembanyama up to 15. 10 missed shots, though, tonight by Wemby, so by far has not played a great game. And we get a tie game here currently at the moment. Shane Penny is stuck at 15, did not score in the third quarter. Harper with 16 tonight, Castle with 12. And Devin Vassell has not played well tonight, just 7 points in 26 minutes. De'Aaron Fox, just 7 points as well tonight. 20 bench points by the Spurs. 26 bench points by the Knicks. Shamet has 11 off the bench. 6 bench points by McBride. Alvarado with 7. Robinson with 2. Cat leads the way, 18. 7 for 14 shooting. Brunson, 17 points. He is 7 for 22 tonight. Yeah, it comes down to elite level shot making in this fourth quarter and who has it and who doesn't have it. Get back to action here. Knicks with opening possession. Bounce pass went from Alvarado to Cat. Cat attacks the paint. Cat goes up and had it swatted away. Wemby, couple blocks off the glass in the corner, out of bounds. And it went off the Spurs. This is going to stay Knicks ball. What an incredible defensive possession there by Wembanyama and crew. And a basket right back off the inbound from New York as they take the lead. The first lead since 43-42. As the Knicks are able to knock it down. 78-76 now for New York. Castle sends it off to Fox, top of the key. Castle, Fox, Barnes, Vassell, and Wemby, the five of the floor. Runner left short, offensive rebound. Wemby couldn't score it off the and one. Drew the follow, though. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Wembanyama. What a game tonight to begin game one. The watch out for the Cat fouls. That's on to Alvarado. Yeah, lucky for Cat there. That would have been Cat's fourth. But Cat still with 3. Alvarado picks up his third instead. First free throw missed by Wemby. Could come down to miss free throws tonight in this game. 15 for 19 for the Spurs, 8 for 10 for the Knicks. Wembanyama, second free throw. Got it. A 1-point game right now. They're up by 14, now trailing by 1. Alvarado on the floor alongside Shamet, Cat, McBride, and Anunoby. Brunson currently in the bench. Bounce pass went to OG. So we're down to under 11 minutes left to play. OG towards his right, handoff Alvarado on the outside. Works his way in Castle. Bounce pass into the hands to OG off the double team. Gutted away to Jose Alvarado. 2 in the timer. Pulls up from deep. But straight away off the rim, no good. A rebound by Fox, though. Over the back violation off the loose ball. It's on the Spurs. So foul charge to San Antonio. It's going to stop the clock with 10:44. It's on Fox. Fox going to be aware of the foul situation, too. That's now his second. So nobody in deep foul trouble for either side with 4 or greater. Everybody else playing with 3, 2, 1, or 0 for fouls tonight. 5 in the timer. Anunoby dribbles inside the key, right to the rim, scores and soars up and off the backboard. 3-point lead now for the Knicks. 7 points for OG Anunoby. Castle, push pass, corner, Barnes. Towards his right off the dribble, Barnes flings it off to Wemby. Wemby, spin cycle, low block, tough shot over Cat, missed off the rim. Rebound goes to Towns. Knicks in a groove right now, start to lock down San Antonio. Cat drives, body bump on Barnes. They let play continue. He had to move it back outside to Jose Alvarado. Into the hands to Anunoby. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. OG dribbles, drives, runner, high off the glass, no good. Wembanyama there to secure the rebound. 7th board of the night for Wemby. Vassell dribbles, attacks the paint. Vassell no good. Blew the layup. Wembanyama the tip in. It is good for the putback. 80-79 to get the Nuns out in San Antonio once again tonight. 16-8 for Wembanyama. At the right wing perimeter with McBride, working his way on Barnes. McBride drives, baseline dribble, kick out, corner, 3, OG, splash. He sizzles the triple. OG Anunoby sinks down a major 3-ball. Victor Wembanyama on the outside into the hands to Castle. Spin cycle, Castle. Gutted a drop, it's good, up and in off the back heel. 2-point game right now. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. What a battle. Stephon Castle with 14 Cats. Being pressured by Barnes, had to get it away to McBride. Jab step corner. OG takes on Wemby. OG pull up at the corner. Buries it over Wembanyama. OG Anunoby. Big time shot. 5-point lead for the Knicks. Spurs with possession. 8 this quarter by OG. 13 in the game currently. Castle moves it off to Vassell. Vassell, free throw circle outside. Castle tees up the 3 straight away. Buries the triple. Back and forth we go. 86-84. Pepe, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in the stream, bud. What a game. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Type in who you guys like to win tonight, Knicks or Spurs. And after a slow start for both of these offenses, start to come out in this fourth quarter and drill some shots. Top of the key, Deuce McBride. Hand off to Alvarado, 8 in the timer. Alvarado defended by Vassell, 1-on-1, 5 in the shot clock, guarded by Castle, drives inside the key off the back rim, no good. The long rebound, secured by Fox. 3-on-3 up the floor, De'Aaron Fox. Kick out, corner, 3 for the lead. Vassell, no good off the mark. Tipped up, offensive rebound, Barnes. On the top, Castle for the lead. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Cats. Here goes the Knicks with possession. As we're down to under 8 minutes left to go, McBride missed off the glass. Looking for the foul call, couldn't get it. Rebound went to Castle. Up the floor, Barnes stops in a dive, pulls the trigger, missed off the rim. Put back by Vassell is good. It's a tie game. 86-86. Timeout on the floor taken by the Knicks. What a game. Game 1 of the series giving us an absolute battle right now. Tied up with 7:37 left. Knicks down to 3 timeouts remaining. Spurs with 3 timeouts as well. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Mega salute, welcome in. Lisa, thanks for joining in. Type in the chat who you guys like to win tonight here, Spurs or Knicks. Yep, absolutely. An incredible start to these finals. And what a start to this game right now. Cat with 18, 17 by Brunson, 13 for Shamet off the bench. OG stepping up big time in this fourth quarter. 8 points out of 13 total. Scored in the fourth quarter by Anunoby. Spurs led by Wemby. 18 by Wemby, 16 by Harper. Castle with 17. Shane Penny, which was a huge difference maker starting off. They led by 7 at the half. And he drilled a couple threes late in the second quarter. He has 5 made threes. He's done nothing in the second half for Champagny. Wembanyama, 11 missed shots tonight. What a battle to the finish. Yeah, I feel like the Knicks got more of the momentum right now for them. They've been down throughout most of this game. They were down by 14. They came on back. This Knicks team is clutch. So when I made my predictions for the series, in my honest opinion, I think the Spurs are going to win in 6 in the series, but I did have the Knicks winning this game tonight for them. This is a big one for the Knicks. They're coming off 9 full days of rest. Usually teams that have like a week plus of rest historically have played terrific. In game 1 of the finals, they're 7-2 in the 9 games that's consisted of games with a week plus of rest going into the NBA finals. So they're right there tonight, and it's a tie game at the moment. Hey, thanks so much, Truth Teller. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. I'll be back live Friday night. Feel free to come back in for the next game on Friday night for game 2 of the finals. Miss Foskey going for the Knicks tonight. Anger liking the Spurs in this one. Been impressive defensively what the Knicks have done, limiting Victor Wembanyama. They've forced him out to take deeper jump shots than usual tonight. He's only had 1 slam dunk in this game. 3 for 14 with Wemby as the contesting defender. That's the New York Knicks offense. Wemby just 1 for 8 shooting with 3 turnovers with Cat as the primary defender. What a matchup there. Absolute chess match between Wemby and Cat throughout the course of the series. Right now, both of them are on the bench as Luke Cornett, Mitchell Robinson both on the floor. Runner's good. Brunson downhill to the cup, scores the 2. 88-86, Knicks by 2. 19 by Jalen Brunson tonight. Stephon Castle on the floor alongside Vassell, Luke Cornett, Dylan Harper, Julian Champagnie. Cornett into the corner, finds Harper, tiptoes the baseline. Harper off the glass. Will they score it or no? They will not, according to the refs. So he got bumped and fouled by Bridges before he scored the bucket. So this will lead to a side-in inbound coming up for the Spurs. Yeah, the contact generated before the shot motion. So side and inbound for San Antonio. Harper tonight with 16 points. Inbound goes to Castle. Towards his left off the dribble. Turns the corner. Inside the key now for Castle. Attacking the paint. No good. Missed it off the rim. We got players out of the play here for San Antonio. Numbers for the Knicks. Brunson goes up. Brunson gets fouled. 2 shots coming up by Jalen Brunson at the free throw line. It's on Champagnie who picks up the personal. Well, he had human dominoes in the back end of this play here. And then Brunson able to draw the shooting fall on Champagnie. Yeah, Champagnie completely holding the arm of Brunson. Jalen Brunson, 2 free throws at the line. First one's good. Perfect tonight. 3 for 3 at the line. 84% in the playoffs by Brunson. Second free throw is good. And this Knicks squad looking really good tonight at the free throw line. 82% as a team tonight at the charity stripe. Vassell stays in the court of play. Lob cross court. Couldn't get it to Wemby. Broke it up. Intercepted by the Knicks. Knicks running the floor. Here goes Brunson. Slicing the feathers right to the cup. He scores. Up and off the backboard. Jalen Brunson. Nothing new here. Quarter 4. Clutch Brunson. Take it over. 6:34 left to go in the fourth quarter of action as the New York Knicks are holding on to a 6-point advantage in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What a game tonight. What a comeback for the Knicks. They have flipped this into a 20-point swing in this game. Nothing new for the clutch New York Knicks. Down by 14, they're now up by 6. Jalen Brunson, 23 points tonight for Brunson. And he's done that in 15 missed shots, only 1 for 8 from 3. Cat with 18, 13 by OG, 13 by Shamitz. Wembanyama having a tough game efficiency-wise, just 18 on 4 for 15 shooting. 17 for Castle, 16 by Harper, 15 Champagnie. They needed a solid Victor Wembanyama plus a solid Devin Vassell and De'Aaron Fox. They couldn't get that tonight. Those guys going to have to step up. Fox just 3 for 12 shooting with 7 points. Vassell just 4 for 10 tonight. And Wemby only 4 for 15. What a game. What a comeback by the Knicks. Like, early on, things were not looking good for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson went down late stage of the first quarter due to a knee injury. Went to the locker room, eventually came back early second quarter, and then Cat went in for a layup, got knocked down by Wemby, fouled, and his head snapped back. He went to the bench, and then he came back into the game, and it was concerning for a little bit. They had two of their main players, Brunson and Cat, both injured, out of the game for the first early stage of the second quarter, and then both of them came back in and started to make the difference. Yeah, big response for New York. Well, 6:34 left to go. Victor Wembanyama, best player in the world. Opportunity to prove it right here, right now. Down by 6 in his home floor. 2 timeouts remaining. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Yeah, Knicks came in 4.5-point underdogs tonight. Can just never count out this Knicks team. They're just so clutch. Absolutely so clutch. I got 450 plus watching right now. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the channel. Knicks have just one turnover this second half. We get back to action. Harper, his pass deflected, and whoa! Get that man right off the court. Somebody ain't gonna be going to the NBA ever again in their lifetime. They're going right behind bars. A fan just stormed the court and just got taken off the court by security. They're gonna have to replay this possession. A fan in all black. So this game right now is stopped. There's a fan in all black with dreadlocks. Or no, that's security. No, there's a fan. Yeah, he's dressed in all black. A kid. Like, gotta be late teens, early 20s. A kid being a kid. Late teens, early 20s, maybe as most mid 20s. That stormed the court, had his iPhone right in front of him, shining it, recording the game, and then security came out and arrested the kid. So this leads to a jump ball gets controlled by San Antonio. Yep, that kid just got banned from the NBA for life. Jumper Champagnie at the wing, no good off the mark, rebound secured by Hart. Champagnie yet to score in the second half. He had 5 threes in the first half with 15. Brunson dribbles inside the key. Brunson finds the gap. He scores. Good for the layup. 8-point lead, flipping it to a 22-point swing right now in this game. Brunson on an 8-point run individually himself. Man, Jalen Brunson is just that dude. Gets better every single quarter. Absolutely incredible. Stephon Castle with possession. 6 minutes left to go. Got to get something here for San Antonio. They're stuck. Bumped off the dribble. No call with the ref. Champagnie. Bounce pass into the hands to Wemby. Taken out towards the far side of the floor. Wemby has to launch from deep as he's stuck, and he makes the extra pass, and they turn it over. It's out of bounds. Wemby settles for the pass late in the shot clock and gets called in the turnover. Mitchell Robinson, big body at 7 feet, 280, just stifling up Wembanyama. It's now 10 turnovers for San Antonio, just 1 turnover this quarter by the Knicks. Pass broken up out of bounds off Harper. Wow, talk about stealing one tonight if the New York Knicks hold on. Just so clutch. You can never count them out. 18-10, fourth quarter box score advantage. The Knicks are outgaining the Spurs 46-31 in the second half. Inbound goes to Brunson. Jalen Brunson, 5.5 left to go. A jumper, no good off the back rim. A rebound, soaring up is Fox to control the defensive rebound. Spurs got to get something on a lengthy scoring drought. They lost it. Turnover. Josh Hart up the floor with a steal. Hart into the hands of Shamet. Chance here to slow it down with an 8-point advantage. They have never led by double digits. Right now, the largest lead of the game for the Knicks. Shamet drives, kick out, corner. Inside the key now with Hart finding Bridges. Follow-away jumper, baseline, off the mark, no good. Wemby controls the defensive board. Under 5 minutes remaining. Victor Wembanyama going to have to get something here. Pulling up from deep. Wemby, and he drills it. Victor Wembanyama nails the three. 5-point game with 4:48 left to go. The Knicks will burn the timeouts. Humongous three by Wemby, cutting down the deficit. Right over Mitchell Robinson off a step back, and 8 over till it's over. Big response by the best player in the world right now with Victor Wembanyama. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, I believe I traveled through Natick getting to Framingham a while ago, but I haven't been there in a long, long time, Jeffrey. Man, Jalen Brunson just so clutch tonight. 25 points. Even when he's missed 16 shots, he still finds a way to drop down the 25-plus point game. Yes, Brunson's okay. He is going off in this fourth quarter. So if you're just joining in, Jalen Brunson went to the locker room, end of the first quarter, injured his knee, came back into the game early second quarter, and then he has been balling out in the second half. 25 points for the game leader for Brunson. He went on an individual 8-zip run a couple moments ago. Oh, that's great, man. Yeah. Actually, I've not tried sushi before, I don't think. Or maybe I have like once or twice, but haven't done so in a long time. We get back to action. Josh Hart with possession. Knicks with the basketball. Into the hands to Brunson. He is defended by Champagnie at the wing of the perimeter. 8 on the timer. Brunson off the crossover. Takes on Champagnie. Dribbles up. Jumper. Deep 2. No good off the mark. Harper secures the defensive rebound. Castle on the floor alongside Harper, Wemby, Fox, and Champagnie. Castle, push pass off to Wemby, drives, attacks on Cat, missed off the side of the glass. Offensive rebound goes to Wemby, powers his way in the post. Outside Harper, Castle, Champagnie, drives, attacks the paint, kick out, corner 3, Wemby, Paul George special, missed off the side of the glass, and Champagnie came away with a rebound and was fouled. Terrible time for the Knicks to pick up the foul on the shot because there were 1.2 seconds on the shot clock. 2 bricks off glass off the side by Wembanyama. Julian Champagnie, 15 points, hasn't scored since the second quarter. First free throw is good. It's a big-time shot. Gets the deficit down to 4. Devin Vassell checks back in. Dylan Harper will take a seat on the bench. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Big Joey, welcome in. Second free throw, Champagnie, no good. Missed it around the rim and out. That is a critical missed free throw with 4 minutes left. Knicks with possession. Brunson, pass to the timeline. On the floor alongside Cat, Shamet, Anunoby, and Hart. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, takes on De'Aaron Fox. Slides it off towards his left. Attacking the paint with Shamet. Dribbles back out, finds OG. 4 to shot clock. OG Jumper to elbow, contested by Champagny off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to Champagny. Player fell down up the floor. That was Josh Hart. Wembanyama crossover, takes on Cat, floats it on top. Castle. Back into the hands to Wemby. Under 3.5 left to go. 1-on-1. Dribbles up on Cat. Drives on Cat. High off the glass. Score it. And one. Covered up in the free throw line by Victor Wembanyama. Cat took a body blow. He went down hard right next to the stanchion. And a free throw coming up here by Wemby. Wemby drived right on Cat. Gave him a chest bump. Lowered a boom. Cat couldn't maintain his footing as he went backwards, and Wemby scored it, plus the foul. That's a big-time bucket right there by Victor Wembanyama. 9 for 10 tonight at the free throw line by Wemby. 87% in the playoffs. This game could very well be determined at the free throw line. Knicks pretty darn good. 10 for 12. 83% at the free throw line. Spurs 17 for 22 at 77%. Make it 18 for 23 as Wemby buries the free throw. 94-93. What a comeback for the Spurs in a 7-zip run to respond this way in a 2-minute and 55-second span. Knicks with possession. Brunson gets the way to Cat. Fires the bullet to the corner into the hands to OG. Hand off Brunson. 8 on the timer. Brunson working his way in Champagny in the outside. Dribbles up inside. Jumper. 15-footer straight away. Off the rim, no good. Wembanyama hauls in the defensive rebound. 24-11 tonight by Wemby. He brings it up the floor. Dribbles. Drives. Runner inside. Missed off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Goes to Hart for the Knicks. As we're down to under 2:50 left to go. Jumper for 3. A Shamit pull up. No good. Left is short. They come up with an offensive rebound though with Hart. Knicks will slow it down. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. High off the glass. No good. Snatched away by Wemby. Wembanyama with a defensive rebound. Here goes the Spurs up the floor. Champagny finds Wemby. Into the hands to Fox. 12 on the timer, 2:20 left in the game clock. Kick out, wing up 3 for the lead. Vassell left it short. Offensive rebound, no look past Champagny. Lob, Wemby goes up over the top, draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Victor Wembanyama. Resilient possession for San Antonio. Absolutely resilient possession to save that basketball and to provide some second chance opportunity. Wow, what a game. Free throws coming up, 2 shots by Wemby. Cat just picked up his 4th personal foul. Foul trouble now for the Knicks look like this. Cat with 4, Hart with 4, Shamit with 4. Nobody with 4 personal fouls for the Spurs. Wemby has 2 tonight. First free throw is good. We got a tie game. 24-12 for Victor Wembanyama. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys, the Legends MVPs out on the channel, 500 plus watching right now. What a game. What a start to the finals. The free throw to break the tie for Victor Wembanyama. Where heroes and legends are made, he buries it. 95-94, 9-zip run in a 4-minute span for the Spurs. What a response back for San Antonio. Jalen Brunson passes the timeline. Defended by Castle, edge of the midcourt logo. Brunson guarded by Champagny. Dribbles up on him inside the key. Up fake. Brunson kick out corner. Working their way around OG for the lead. No good. Missed the 3. Tipped around. Brunson tapped off the bridges for the offensive rebound. Brunson pulls the trigger from the corner. He splashes it. It's a 3. Buried by Brunson. 2-point lead for the Knicks, 97-95. 1:45 left to go. What a game to start off. Game 1 of the 2026 NBA Finals. Stephon Castle into the hands to Wemby at the right wing. Working his way on Cat off the dribble. Handoff Fox, turns the corner, gets to a spot. Jumper, mid-range off the back rim, no good. Rebound goes to Hart. Knicks by 2 with possession. Under 90 seconds left to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. The Spurs in the bonus. Knicks not yet in the bonus. Brunson at the edge of the Frostbank Center logo. Looking for the dagger right here. Jalen Brunson. Bounce pass down the middle. Bridges going up for a step back. Lost it and was fouled by Fox with 4.3. What a game. If that's on the shot, it's going to be 2 free throws. I believe it should be on the shot here. There should be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for the Knicks. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox committed the shooting foul. So 2 free throws coming up by Bridges at the line. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Bridges, first free throw, got it. 98-95, New York by 3. Tony, welcome back in. Years, thanks for joining in. Hatso, welcome in. Joy, welcome to the stream. I got you right there. JR from California. Second free throw to put his team up by 2 possessions. It is good. Clutch time free throws buried by Mikal Bridges. 1:10 left to go. Spurs with possession, down by 4. Castle. Horses right off the dribble. Into the hands to Wembanyama. Wemby, crossover, lost the handle. Oh, it's a big U. Victor Wembanyama pulled off of James Harden and lost it completely off the dribble and coughed it up. Knicks with a basketball with a steal. 50 seconds left to go. Jalen Brunson slows it down. 1 shot for the dagger. Here he goes. Brunson spin. Brunson puts up the shot. High archer. And he got it. Jalen Brunson. Big time shot. Buries the J. And what could and looks like has won this game for the Knicks. Wemby. No good in the 3. Around the rim and out. And a push out of bounds. And it's a foul charge to the Spurs. Jalen Brunson in the clutch. Final minute, built different. Damn. Victor Wembanyama off a crossover that he just completely lost the dribble. Damn. That is something that I would have never expected out of a guy who trained in the mountains 2,000 feet up on elevation, training his dribbling this offseason. And Jalen Brunson just built different in the clutch. Free throw is good at the line for the Knicks. OG Anunoby buries the free throw. Cat will check out. $38-25 point playoff game with the Knicks for Jalen Brunson. That is number 2 in franchise history. Behind Patrick Ewing with 43. Second free throw is good. 103-95. 28 seconds left. Fox at the wing of the perimeter. This is taking too much time. Fox finally decides to drive. Kick out corner. Bad decision. Broken up on the bounce off Shamet. That took 8 seconds of time. Yeah, this is so impressive on the Knicks. This Knicks team has not lost since April 28th. 20.7 seconds left to go. The New York Knicks stealing Game 1 of the finals just like they stole everything for past history from a lot of these teams in the playoffs. What a response. San Antonio went on a 9-zip run in the Knicks, closing this game out on a run of their own. Jalen Brunson, 30-point game tonight. Despite missing 19 shots, able to pull out a 30-point game. Just impressive. And the shot of his life. Falling away. Knocking it down. Just unbelievable make by Jalen Brunson. If you guys enjoyed the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back in on Friday. Game 2. The NBA Finals. Spurs have been the best team in the NBA bouncing back. We'll see if they do bounce back coming up on Friday. What a game. Just incredible game. Knicks are challenging possession of this basketball. They thought it was out of bounds off the Spurs. Wow, that's such a smart challenge. Such a smart challenge, and just the waiting here to confirm. Knicks are going to take the timeout. Yeah, Knicks just won this challenge. Knicks coach's challenge, call overturned. Knicks retain their timeout. Out of bounds pass turnover by De'Aaron Fox. Wow. That is such a smart challenge there by New York. So New York challenged possession of the basketball as De'Aaron Fox took 8 seconds off the clock when they're down by 8, kicked it out to the corner instead of trying to score a bucket, and it resulted in a turnover. It was initially out of bounds off New York, broken up by Shamit, and then looked at on a monitor, and the referees reversed it, and they saw that it was off San Antonio last. So that is out of bounds off the Spurs, and this is going to be Knicks basketball coming out of the timeout. Knicks burn a timeout. Both teams with one timeout left. Wow. Simply impressive tonight. Thanks so much, Mega Slew. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Boo on the channel. Liza, welcome in. Yeah, there's been an incredible game tonight. Slowing it down music, welcome on board. We got Henry, welcome in from Chattanooga. Man, these guys can make plays. Just super impressive what the Knicks can do. Just game-winning plays. When it matters the most, they're making play after play after play. Inbound goes to New York. Jalen Brunson, 13 points this quarter. 30 in the game. And the Spurs give a foul, 20.6 seconds left. So both teams in the bonus. Free throws here at the line to increase the lead for the Knicks. First one is good by OG. Flint, welcome in. Jalen Brunson gets better by every quarter. 3 in the first, 8 in the second, 6 in the third, 13 going off and clutch in the fourth. Second free throw is good by OG. Inbound for the Spurs, 20 seconds left to go, down by 10. 11-zip run by New York in a 2-minute span to close out this game. Champagny, no good in the 3. A rebound goes to Hart, and the New York Knicks steal one tonight. It is a 24-point swing for the New York Knicks, and they take game 1. They trail by 14. They win by 10. 105-95, the final score. The New York Knicks go up 1-0 in the series against San Antonio. Jalen Brunson, absolutely clutch. 30 points. He had 13 in the fourth quarter. The 7th consecutive double-digit road win by the New York Knicks. The Knicks have now won 12 straight games in a row. They haven't lost since April 28th. In over a month. This New York Knicks team just solidified themselves number 2 all time in most consecutive victories in the playoffs. Just sensational. Yeah, this New York Knicks squad, number 2 now all time in victories alongside the Spurs from 1999. That is behind Golden State in 2017 with 15 straight wins being the record. And Knicks right now with 12. Jalen Brunson, second player franchise history, 30-plus points in an NBA Finals Game 1. Willis Reed did it back in 1970. Just sensational what Brunson did. Takeover Brunson going off for Captain Clutch in the fourth quarter. What a start tonight for the Knicks. They were never out of it. And this team has shown year after year, game after game, that they're down by double digits and they just will their team right back into it because of that guy, Jalen Brunson. Just incredible player, especially when he takes over in the second half of games. They had just 9 turnovers tonight. They had 1 turnover in the entire second half for the Knicks. They went into halftime with 8 turnovers, finished with 9 turnovers tonight. That's a huge difference in this game. Spurs with 13 turnovers. And that's what crumbled them lately. Wemby had a possession with like a minute left to go. Just fumbled the crossover dribble, and that gave away the game. That was game. Brunson went down the opposite side of the floor, made that insane dagger shot to basically seal the game. Like, that was the difference right there. Just a critical missed possession by Victor Wembanyama as he's shaking his head going back to the tunnel, trying to shake out the ghosts of the past seen by Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets in 2022 in the first round against the Celtics, trying to shake out those ghosts right now, because what this New York Knicks team did to you, they've done to every other team in the NBA, and they just creep up on you, and you can never put them away. The only way you can put this team away is get a 30-point lead. And when you have a 14-point lead, that's too close for comfort, and they lost by 10. Like, the last series, Cleveland had a 22-point lead in Game 1. They blew it. They lost in overtime against the Knicks. 14-point lead isn't too much for this New York Knicks team, and especially when they're clicking on all cylinders in the fourth quarter with Jalen Brunson going Captain Clutch going off. What a start to the NBA Finals. 105-95, New York takes Game 1. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. Be a part on the stream. I'll be back on Friday night, Game 2 of the Finals, same exact time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Knicks at the Spurs. Once again, Spurs, best record in the NBA following a loss at 21-6. We'll see if they can bounce back and win for San Antonio to even it up at 1 apiece. But New York, man, just if the Knicks go up 2-0, they're looking dangerous because they have an incredible home record. They have struggled, especially in the regular season on the road. And then in these playoffs, they are playoff risers on the road, and at home just so dominant throughout the entire season. 105-95 the final score. See you guys back on Friday. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja Player, Norma Polson, Kelly Ogie, Russell Rydog, Ashes Fan for Life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. New York Knicks come down from 14 down and win this game by 10, 105-95 the final score. Jalen Brunson drops down 30 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Thanks so much, all, for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.